Everybody got opinions. Let's talk about it. Communication is key. Let's build around it. We do this for the people. The people founded it. Black love stay strong. No way around it. We anti-genocide. We ride for the cause. Got love for our sisters. And love for our dogs. Respect the young and elderly. You all been invited to be inspired. You come together. Better got violent. Gotta watch for the cops. Gotta watch for the ops. Gotta watch for the politicians that play with the eyes. If you know, then you know. Plant the seed and it grows. Welcome to the show. This is what we know. 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 Yeah. This is what we know.
Once again, it's on. We back up in this piece, man.
What up, though? It's your boy,
JT
Rob.
It's what we know.
Another day, another story. Shit, man. Just been out here grinding, man. Out here working.
Yes, sir. We up in this piece, man. Yeah. Thursday night.
First show of the year. Well, live show of the year.
Happy New Year's. Yep, first live show of the year. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, on a Thursday. About to get it in, man. We ain't gonna keep y'all long tonight. We wanted to speak on Gabrielle Union's I guess it's a comment she had from her book that she has coming out. She was on a talk show, and she was talking to them about her marriage with former NBA, NFL player Chris Howard.
I remember him. I do not remember him.
He probably wasn't that good. Have you looked him up?
No. I ain't never heard of him.
Chris Howard?
No.
Oh, yeah. You probably have to look him up, see where he played at or whatever. But, yeah. So she had a segment that went kind of viral that she spoke about, I guess it was a toxic marriage that they had or something like that. Yeah, and she gave her a little spiel on it or whatever.
Yeah, she was being a hoe.
Yeah. I think. Damn, you said she was being a hoe.
I mean, that's what I mean. She said it's basically she was fucking a lot of niggas in Hollywood. Shit.
I think all these motherfuckers do that shit. I mean, that's their circle that they in, you know. Yeah. But who else besides him? Who else besides him do you recall her even being with? I don't really know.
I mean, I'm just going by. I never really heard like people she dated besides Dwayne Wade. But I'm just going by like when when she was in interviews and I heard like. I saw a little bit of her book, read a little bit of her book, and shit. I mean, shit. Quack like a duck, look like a duck. Shit.
It's been, I guess that's what it is. Well, she got a lot of enemies right now. I could tell you that. Yeah. Just based off of her dealings with Dwayne Wade's son.
Yeah.
She got a lot of enemies when it comes down to that shit. And then I heard somebody on the talk show that was saying that, she kind of like portrays those characters that she actually plays. I gotta say, I didn't think that she was more like what was that?
Deliver
show she was doing?
Huh?
What was that show she was doing? That series that she did?
Oh, it was on BT.
And Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, yeah. It was kind of good show. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit ended up turning kind of dark. Yeah, it was pretty good, but it turned a little dark. Them last 2 or 3 seasons that she had, shit turned a little dark, man. But yeah, before that, man, I wanted to have a conversation. We kind of had a little conversation about the video about the father telling his kids that he's not coming to get them. And don't call him no more. Talk to your mama, whatever. We had a little conversation about that. I want to have a little conversation about that also. But what else been going on before we get into the main topic? What else been going on? Oh, my man in the NFL. From the
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin.
Yeah. That was crazy. But he's doing good though. From what I hear. I think that he's at the point now where he's opened up his eyes, and I think they say he was speaking a little bit. I think I saw a doctor said he woke up and he said like, "Oh, did we win?" And he was like, "Yeah, you won. You just won that life." So like,
so what do you think they're gonna do with the game?
So this is what I hear. This might benefit us, right? So listen here. So from what I hear, they don't think they're gonna do a game, right? Mm-hmm. But I heard. So with the Lions, right? They have to win Green Bay, but they need the Rams to beat Seattle. They need some help. But from I heard, I don't know how true this is. I heard it's like they talking about it, but they saying if they add an extra, it's usually like 7 teams in the playoff. So they was thinking like if they added like have 2 AC, added like extra team on each conference, each conference, one from the NFC and one from the AFC. So if that happens, all the Lions got to do is beat Green Bay, and they don't have to worry about, saying Seattle winning or losing.
Isn't that gonna knock off the whole NFL's?
So what might happen is somebody like that's supposed to get a bye might not get a bye week. So it will be so. I forgot. I gotta look in like deep more into it, but that's what from what I heard, like that could be an option.
Okay.
Yeah, but they got the Lions Sunday night this time, so it's a Sunday night game, but it's fucked up. The Rams Seattle, they play at 4:00. So if the Rams don't beat Seattle, nigga, it's gonna fuck up like the whole excitement of the game, like
Right? Because we play at 6.
We play at this prime time, 8:00.
Oh shit!
They had changed the prime time.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Green Bay got to win too to make the playoffs, so it's a battle.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
What else we got, man? Rest in peace to rapper
Gangsta
36 Mafia.
What's that?
Gangsta Boo. Yeah, man. She got a hold of some bad shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was in that cane, messing around with them drugs, man. Her brother got sick first. He was almost out of there. And she got sick too. Then they say they found her on a porch. Oh man. Yeah, she was
on New Year's Day.
Yep.
Yeah,
so you guys out there in that booger sugar, y'all better cut that shit out, man. Because I know in Michigan it's a real bad thing that's happening right now. And normally, wherever they bought that stuff from, that's pretty much you're gonna have anywhere from 7 to 20 people that either come up OD or dead.
Yeah.
Or both. So you got it, yeah. What else we had in the news, bro?
Skip Bayless getting a lot of backlash.
Yeah, Skip is from the tweet that he had.
Yeah.
And what you think about him and your boy
Uncle Shannon?
You think it's about the end of the road for these cats, bro, or do you think they're gonna work it out?
I mean, they could work it out, man. Like I just saw them. It looks real. Like it looked like it could be a possibility that Shannon could leave. I don't know, man. You know, it's
A
possible.
lot of goddamn
It's
money
possible
today.
they can figure it out. It's possible. Hey, he could leave. Shit.
Yeah,
You know.
yes.
But
yeah, man, it's a crazy thing when it comes down to you got a partner right there, and people just didn't like Skip Bayless that much anyway.
see, that's the thing. I like Skip.
People just didn't like. I think people just didn't like Skip because he was a middle-aged or a older white guy, you know. And
I like Skip. I fuck with Skip. It's just like, damn, man. Because when I first saw the tweet, I thought of it different. I was like, okay, is he saying like the NFL is considering how they could be considering instead of just cancel the game? Like how you just thinking about it, you could just cancel the game, or it could be how everybody else think. You know what I'm saying? How can you cancel the game when it's a very important game? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got injured, right? So, but I don't know, man. That shit was.
Yeah,
I don't know,
man.
That shit was funny as fuck.
I can tell you right now, it was a little tasteless for him to do that.
It was, bro.
This Twitter getting a lot of people had some trouble too. You know what I'm saying? However, I don't think that it gets to a point where you got to crucify the guy and all of that shit. I mean, he said what he said. I think what made it bad for Shannon was that this motherfucker came hot at him, and Shannon like, hey man, look, I brought the shit up, and you already know that the bosses wanted you to actually issue an apology. Quit playing. And Skip was like, that's not what they told me. And Shannon was just like, all right, we just gonna, you see how he kept saying we just gonna move on. We gonna move on because I don't want to be on national TV looking like a buffoon, arguing over some bullshit.
And that ain't the first time that happened, right? Because the first time they got into it,
he was attacking Shannon's ability as a fucking player, wasn't it?
he was like, Tom Brady was a better football player than you. I was like, that's kind of cap. I don't know.
It's cap, but it ain't nothing to get mad about. I mean, if that's his opinion, that's the man's fucking opinion. You come back at the motherfucker. And I think that's what they did. I think Shannon is smart enough to know that, I mean, it is what it is. If that's how you think, then okay. They did it for TV or whatever. But, man, the way the men argue, it is what it is, man. Sometimes we just not politically correct when we come and give our points. That's just what it is. You ain't always got to be politically correct. And when it comes down to Skip Bayless, I just don't think the dude is, I don't hold him to a standard where he needs to be politically correct. It's kind of like the same way I look at, what's his name? No hairline. What's his name?
Oh, Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. It's the same thing with him. I don't have any ill will towards him. I don't think that the man is all these stupid ass things that people like to call black folks that like to call each other that cool and shit. No, I think he has an opinion that's his own opinion. I don't give a damn if he's tap dancing for the so-called man or whatever. That's not my concern. My concern, if I'm watching that shit, is to either agree or disagree with him. That's it. I ain't got to go with all that other bullshit, man. It is what it is. But that's what's up. We got Mandrell in the building. He's saying, what do you say? What are we talking about? Nigga, it's the goddamn Mandrell. How the fuck do you come on and you ain't even on the channel and you can sit back and hijack our shit? We got the title right in there, and he out here asking what we talking about. Boy, I tell you, my man Dust, Scam Likely, my dude, what's going on, boy? We just did a impromptu being silly to the motherfucker for 30 minutes. Black Men Unfiltered, y'all go over there, check them dudes out, man. Most definitely. But shit, if that's it, bro, you ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's get to it.
What you want to talk about first?
Shit, I guess whatever, bro. Shit.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the Gabrielle Union shit, and then we'll just end it off with the bullshit.
Yeah.
The TikTok video. So
yeah, drop the link soon, probably.
Yeah, should I read the little hookup? Let me see. Let me get this thing together. I'll read the little. We'll just go with Fox News right here. All right. This is from CNN. Gabrielle Union is sharing more about her first marriage that she describes as dysfunctionally from day one. During the recent conversation on the podcast Armchair Expert with Dex Shepard, the actress and author talked about being married to the former professional football player Chris Howard. Man, look that dude up and tell me later on who he is, because I don't know. I've never heard of him myself.
I'm about to
whom she divorced in 2006 after 5 years of marriage. Shepard mentioned feeling guilty about his own past infidelities with Union, allowed that she was not getting Wife of the Year award. That's what she was saying when it came down to her marriage to the ex-Jacksonville Jaguar player. So he used to play for the Jaguar.
He was a running back.
Jackson. Okay, a running back.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got drafted in 1998.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's probably why. Shit, 1998. Nigga, what was you? You was about what? 7?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sound about right. Shit. Sound about right. I was too, about 21.
Oh yeah. Shit. 19. Would you say 1998?
Yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah. I was in a career. I was a motherfucking. I was a staff sergeant in the military. No, a sergeant in the army.
Damn.
Shit, I had a career. Hell yeah. I'm old as fuck. You dig? So she says, she continues, in my first marriage, neither one of us felt like the marriage should get in the way of our dating. She said a part of it was like keeping up with his activities, like, oh, that's what you're doing, you're going to feel this one, you're going to feel this one, and I just felt entitled to it as well. The inspection, Star said, was paying all the bills. I was working my ass off, and I felt like that's what comes with the spoils of riches. Union has been married to another former professional athlete, NBA star Dwayne Wade, since 2014. She said she wished she felt more guilty about her behaviors during the first marriage. It was such a stupid relationship that should have never got out of the dating phase, she said of her marriage to Howard.
So, other words, I saw niggas earlier tweeting like, okay, note, if I pay all the bills, it's okay for me to cheat.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing. So if you pay all the bills, does that get you to having certain privileges?
Well, shit. We all said niggas, what? You know, that's what, top 1-2%. Hey, they cheat because they got options. So if you got that leverage, shit, you know what I'm saying? And shit, most girls know, you know what I'm saying, know the deal. They know, like, hey, this nigga gonna fuck bitches anyway. Now, I think, see, when I first heard this, right, this came out, I was like, okay, if she cheating on him, he's definitely cheating on her. So it's like, it's not a situation where, oh, I've been paying all the bills, but I give my faithful husband at home while I'm just fucking around. I'm like, nah. And he was in the NFL. Y'all was both cheating. Y'all was both fucking. Y'all was both fucking around.
Well, she alluded to that also. What's up, Madrell? What's going on, my man?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
What up, though, my boy?
All right. How about yourself, brother?
Gabrielle just proves to be more and more trash the more she reveals about herself. And it's just a damn shame a woman who is that beautiful can be so low. Like there's no. That's the thing with going out with women who are like really, really, really pretty, Rob. They usually their personality is just absolute trash. It's the same thing like when you date those women who are always in the gym and their bodies are just bad like that. You know what I'm saying? Dating, I can tell you from firsthand experience, dating those women is a nightmare.
Oh yeah,
firsthand experience, dating them, it's an absolute nightmare, man.
I say all the time, bro. Hey, these bad bitches. Hey, y'all niggas chasing these bad bitches you want, but it comes with them headaches. Comes with some headaches. You know.
Yeah, the 304s, just like Gabrielle Union is.
Be better off with the average girl. Ain't nothing wrong with the average girl.
And here's the thing, though. She's pushing that kid to be like transgender or whatever. She's okay with it because it's not her kid, so it's not a stain on her.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And I understand that.
That's what it is. It's not a false narrative scam like this. Shut up. So anyway, like I was saying, Gab Union, she's a 304. And she just keeps proving it with every word that she says, pretty much. I don't understand. And then her husband, Dwayne Wade, what a weak piece of shit that is. She's in a marriage with a woman. So I understand why she steps out. A lesbian. Not a lesbian. No, because lesbians like women, and Dwayne Wade likes dick. So she's not really a lesbian. Yeah, so that's the thing. She's in a marriage with a woman, and so that's why she steps out on D Wade. You know what I'm saying? But she also proves that she has a type, which is athletes. She likes basketball players, football players as well, but because she dated Jason Kidd a while back too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's what I was trying to get. So she was dating all athletes.
Yeah, she has her type is athletes, man, and
ballers.
Ballers, and
literally ballers.
Right, and the thing is, we know the reputation that ballers have. Like, you expect these guys to be faithful to you? I mean, it doesn't happen in most cases. You know what I'm saying? The odds of that happening, you being with a professional athlete and him being loyal, is astronomically low. The odds are astronomically not in your favor. I mean, these kids are they're fresh out of college. They're young. They're millions of dollars in the bank. Okay, yeah. They're out in the town. You know what I'm saying? And they're spending money, and the bad chicks are gonna approach them because they know these guys got money. And what do you think a young kid, 21, 22 years old, is gonna, with millions in the bank, is gonna do?
They're gonna throw that dick from the free throw line.
I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna cut up. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen in 9 out of 10 cases. I'm not saying every single solitary one, but the vast majority of the cases, this is going to happen. So when you get into the relationship with these guys, this is something you have to expect. You know what I mean? Otherwise you're playing yourself.
I'll be right back, Rob.
I'm probably jealous.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what exactly?
So because the woman is beautiful, she's gonna cheat. Did you go out and get an ugly woman?
No, I didn't say because she's beautiful, she's gonna cheat. I'm not saying that.
It comes with headache. He's saying it's consequences dealing with them type of girls. That's what he's saying. Like you gotta deal with a bad bitch ego. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them masculine as hell. You know.
Now here's the thing, Rob.
What's that got to do with beauty?
Now here's the thing, Rob. Because with that beauty comes ego, large egos, right? And insecurities as well. A lot of insecurity. That's the thing. That's
ego and insecurity.
And the thing is, a lot of guys, Rob, don't know how to handle women like that. Like, some women have to be handled. Some women have to be. Like, there's a YouTuber who is kind of volatile, but she's not if you know how to handle her. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're a guy with that kind of resources and access, why would you want to waste time handling a woman? You can just get one that you don't have to handle.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And them type of girls, like, they know who they could like fuck with and not to fuck with. You know. So a lot of the dudes a lot of them dudes will make it clear, like, hey, this is like, I'm not going down for this or that, like, you know. So it's, but yeah, like you said, a lot of dudes don't know how to handle like most girls like that. That's why I say, hey, shit, there's nothing wrong getting just an average girl. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with average is still, you know what I'm saying, beautiful to me. You know, so.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. Like, you notice what billionaires do. Okay, they don't go out and get supermodels. No. They're going to get around the way chicks, girl next door, or either someone who's just below average or average. They get women who are average looking, but their personality and things that they have going for themselves is not their capabilities and the utility is far above average.
Yeah,
that's what billionaires get. Like, okay, take Bill Gates' parents, right? Mm-hmm. His mother was a big wig in the United Way, the United Way Fund, right? So imagine what his father was. It's still unclear what his dad did. Like, that's still under the radar, what his father actually did for a living. But we know his mother was like the head accountant for the entire United Way Fund for over 30 years. The utility of that dude. Yeah. Because keep in mind, nonprofits like that is where where rich people hide their money. Mm. That's one of the tricks. That's one of the tricks. That's one of the games that they play. They get these nonprofits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, Bill Gates got a nonprofit. Warren Buffett got a nonprofit. Your boy over Amazon, Bezos, he got a nonprofit. What's his name? The guy who owns Tesla.
Elon
Musk. He's got a nonprofit. You got $1 billion, bro. You start a nonprofit. Yeah. It's a way to fuck the IRS and hide money and pay yourself for nothing.
And you too.
I'm telling you, right? And yeah, if you started a nonprofit, I'm telling you, man, it's one of those games they play. But they don't get these super beautiful women. They get women with utility. Yeah. What can these women do for them to help them out? To help them increase their wealth. That's what it's about to billionaires.
So even if you look at like the OG rappers, like, and I said this on Black Man Show, you don't see these like the OG rappers or most of these rappers, like they wives don't look like the girls in their music videos and shit like that. You know?
No, if you see, they be married to these women for 28, 30 years, man.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, Rob, those women who are like unrealistically beautiful like that, you fuck those. You don't marry them.
That's what yeah.
And they get mad.
They get mad when we tell them this. They get mad, but it's the fact. No, we're gonna fuck you. We're not gonna. Why would I marry you?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
A lot of y'all looking up to these hoes and think this is what we want. Like, nah. Like, we want to just fuck.
So let me ask y'all this: do you think that Gabrielle should not have been married, Dwayne Wade should not have married Gabrielle Union? Do you think she was one of those hoes over there?
I wouldn't say he shouldn't marry her. In my opinion, like, you marry who you marry who you love, who you want to marry. Okay. Yeah. However, you have to accept that person for who they are, because the chances are they're not going to change. So at face value, if you don't like what you see, don't commit to it. Set that person free and let them go find whoever they're compatible with, and you do the same. Now, Dwayne Wayne found the right one for him. I think so, because she kind of just let that guy do whatever he wants to do, and I guess that's cool for him. You know, he likes to go out and be with dudes. You know, if that's his thing, that's his thing, and wear dresses and whatnot and skirts and shit. All right.
You telling me he was that nigga in the locker room? He was always peeking around.
Yeah, he was one in locker room meat gazing and rubbing his own shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he was that guy.
And even when it comes, like, my issue with him and Gabrielle Union has nothing to do with the union with them two, but it does have how they're portraying their union to these goddamn children that's watching them. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to, like, for instance, when I hear what she's talking about, a lot of people take what she says out of context. I really don't. I don't really have a real opinion about Gabrielle Union. I just know that as a man, I wouldn't marry her ass. You dig? I think that you got a lot of cats that sit back and say she's ugly and all this. I think she's a beautiful woman. I actually, aesthetically, that's what I mean.
Yeah, physically, I cannot deny that she is a very, very attractive woman. She's in fact, that's. I mean, I would, if I didn't know anything about her, I'd shoot my shot. Absolutely.
Yeah, because she is aesthetically. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that's the first thing you notice.
People get. This is why these platforms get so. They keep changing the goalpost and all that crazy ass shit, because a lot of men, they're not even being honest when you can sit back and just say, listen, aesthetically, she's a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I've seen her with, and one of the things how I judge a lot of women is when you get a chance to see them with no makeup on.
Yeah.
Get a chance to see them with no makeup on, man.
That chick is pretty without makeup too.
Yeah, and I was looking at a show last night, man. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's they had the celebrities on there doing the special forces training and shit like that.
Yeah, the Dwight Howard and shit in there.
Yeah, and I kind of figured, because I was like, I want to see where this is going. It's not really anything. It has a little to do with the physical abilities that you have, but it all has to do with your fears. So it's kind of like another part of what Fear Factor was doing, but this one was about individual fears. And man, I was seeing some of that shit, Mandrell, and I was looking. I said, "Damn, a lot of shit they had these people doing. Regular Army wasn't doing it. Regular Marines or Navy or Air Force, they wasn't doing it. This was actually some type of special forces type of training that they were getting, right?
That's just shit that was showing. That's just the shit they show on TV, man.
And then I get that part. That's what I'm saying is that, like, some of the things that they did, like for instance, when they were doing the when you do the bungee rope and you're going across the rope from one mountain to the next mountain, I knew for a fact that none of them was going to pass that shit. I've done it. And I'm like, man, that takes a little more training than just to be cold turkey and doing that shit. You got one rope here and one rope up under your feet, and if you don't know how to balance yourself, you're gonna. And especially where they were at, man, it was like a quarter of a mile that they had to go across. But it wasn't about them making it; it was about how far they can go. First and foremost, you got to conquer your fears. Because they were like 200 feet in the air, right? But where I was going at with that was that they had old girl, Scary Spice, remember her?
Yeah.
And they had Britney Spears' sister. And they had a girl from what was the name of that damn show? Anyway, Scary Spice. No makeup, no nothing. Regular looking chick.
Still pretty.
In my eyes, man, that woman was gorgeous, man.
Still pretty. Yeah, still pretty. No makeup, no nothing. She's still pretty.
I said, well, you know how busted down them girls look when they in training. We seen that shit. Basic training. You see how them girls look in basic training? You like, man, but gorgeous. I didn't know she was as light as she was either, because they always had her as a little more darker, or maybe because she was in a group with all those white girls. I have no idea, but she was gorgeous though, and it was about her conquering past fears that fears from the past events that she had. All of them, every one of them had that, man, and so that's all it was. That's all it basically is, man. Conquering your fears. That's it. Because there was no way that a lot of them, especially they did some air assault shit. You know how you do it.
The thing is with air assault school 3 weeks. You got 3 weeks to get that shit right. And you know what I'm saying? Like you got 3 weeks to get that shit right.
they flat out gave them a free fall backwards, head first. That was the thing. I said, wait a minute. And aerosol, you ain't gonna just do that shit just right off the rip like that. But like you said, it's kind of like what they showed us. The only thing that they were doing, because they wasn't even that high up in the air. They were probably 15 feet. You know what I'm saying? The copter was it was about 15 feet in the air. So
not when I was in aerosol school, it went way higher than that. Goddamn it!
Right. That's why when I was saying, I said, because I said, oh no, they ain't even that high in the air, and all they was trying to do was get them to conquer their own fears. And a lot of them failed at it. You know how it go. You go, and instead of you going head in, you back flopping. Some of them go too far over. They
your body got to be flat. When you hanging out that bird, your body got to be flat, and you got to rappel out that thing with your back going towards the ground. Yeah, you have to balance yourself. You got to have a strong body for that, man. And most people fail air assault school, like because I remember when I went to airborne school and air assault school, it was the same air assault and airborne school that was there when you were there. Yep. It was hard back then. That shit was tough. Like airborne school, you had to maintain a 7-minute mile pace for 5 miles. You had to maintain that pace for 5 miles every day,
and you can't drop.
You can't drop. Yeah, you can't drop out.
Yeah, alibi.
No, you cannot drop out. You had to maintain a pace for 5 miles the whole time, and you was going uphill, downhill, around corners. It wasn't no straight line. It wasn't no flat terrain. No, we were some steep ass hills and shit. Dude. Man, listen, it was rough. And you telling me some celebrities gonna come out there? All right, today we're gonna do this. All right, do you think they're gonna pass? Of course not.
You know that they wouldn't have been able to do air assault because they run short and fast. So you wouldn't have been able. It's like when we was doing it. They'll say 2 miles, but you ain't gonna be doing no 2 regular ass miles.
It's not. That ain't how it goes. It'll be 2 miles of beach sand that you're running in,
and that's what they're in. Absolutely.
Then rocks. You know what I'm saying? You might run through a gravel pit or something like that. Like it's something crazy.
Yeah.
It's never what you think it is. Ever. You know what I'm saying?
And it's about conquering your fears, bro. All of that shit was conquering your fears. 40-pound rucksacks, and you looking at, especially
40 pounds.
No, I'm talking about them.
That's what I'm saying. 40 pounds. That's all they gave them.
It was 40 pounds. Well, no, I think theirs was probably about 25 pounds.
That was it.
Yeah, it didn't even look like they had enough shit in there. We had to have.
They put a.
Don't have it if you don't want to.
Yeah, we had to have all our TA50 in our shit.
Yeah, so TA50, man.
Our rucksack
got 15.
The rucksack by itself about 80 pounds, bro.
Hey, yo, man, drill.
Magazines,
You carrying about 100 pounds of total weight on your body if you full Betteretta.
Hey, they told us.
And you can't see the finish line. You won't. You'll never be able to finish. You'll never be able to see the finish line. You just got to get out there and do it. And that's what it was basically about. That's where, even when you in training, in the military, it's a lot of fears that a lot of people have to deal with that they have to conquer. That's why they have to tear down all of that shit that, we had, all those bad habits we had being civilians to be there because, it was a little bit where they were saying, we're not your friend. I didn't get that whole I'm not your friend thing until I actually went to a real unit, and we got deployed, and we didn't even get deployed in a hostile environment. We just got deployed to where you can just get hurt, especially what I was doing. I was a track mechanic, wheel mechanic, and you mess around. We already know how that shit go when you around Bradleys and M1s and shit like that. Man, you fuck around and ain't paying attention, your ass can get ran the fuck over real fast.
Certainly can. What was you saying, Dusto?
No, one time we had a road march. First time we had a road march, they gave us a packing list. Did it, sucked. 12 miles. And the next time they was like, look, we're gonna weigh y'all stuff at the beginning and we're gonna weigh it at the end. And we don't care what you put in there, it better weigh 47 pounds. Cool. So I took some water jugs, filled them up, weighed 47 pounds. Walked about a half a mile, poured them out. What did the march at about the 11-something mile mark. Snuck in somewhere, filled them up, came back, chilling.
That's messed up. we had to pack all our stuff. All our T50 had to be in our shit.
Only reason I mainly did it because it was a Friday. The last time we did it on a Friday and I was all hurt up, feet hurting, and didn't want to go to the club. But I really wanted to go to the club that weekend, so I ain't go all bruised up. Went to the club, had a blast. And I was getting out like 2 months, so I ain't care.
That shit cool until you have to be a fucking leader. You have to have your shit squared away. So.
Yeah, there you go.
I was getting out 2 months.
I had to make sure everybody else shit was squared. And I can't. I mean, you end up. It's like it's second nature anyway. Once you start doing that, you have to make sure that your troops is on point. That's why I used to love, somebody that was more high speed. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to really, look behind them. They already got it together. I already understand what's going on. They get the mission, and we can go. But yeah, now check this out, man. Getting back to here, Gabrielle Union made a comment about, when you got, and this wasn't what she thought, I guess currently in the interview that she was in, but she said that she thought at this time through her father that when you make a lot of money and you paying all the bills, then you got to say so. I want to know, what do you guys actually think? Because I'm asking this question because y'all already understand that you hear this in red pill space, the manosphere space, when it comes down to men. What do you think when it comes down to a woman saying that, and she actually do have the bread? What are you guys' thoughts?
I don't
Go
talk
first,
to those
Justo.
women. I don't talk to those women, so I couldn't tell you. That's a 2-minute conversation. Anything after 5 minutes is the man's fault.
It doesn't even matter if it's a woman or a man. What do you think when it comes down to either or?
It's unacceptable for a man also. Right?
Hey, you get what you negotiate. Shit, that's how I look at it.
It's
What about
unacceptable.
you? What about you, Mandra? Oh, he must be on the phone or something like that. Mandra be doing 100.
No. I'm sitting on my green screen.
Oh, okay.
What you think, Rob? Yeah, let Rob go, because I'm almost done.
Hey, shit. Say the question again.
Okay, if for instance, let's just say that you make 100,000, right? You make the most, and you're paying majority of the bills. Do you have the say so to do whatever it is that you want? Are you privileged to do whatever it is that you want?
I want to say I'm privileged,
And
but
they have to accept it.
look, I don't say I'm privileged, but hey, if I'm making 6 figures, and if a guy making 6 figures and I feel like most guys gonna keep it real up front. Be like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, will you be okay with it? So, I mean, or I feel like shit. If you're gonna do what you do, nigga, shit, just make sure you don't you make sure you ain't embarrassing a girl or something. Make sure you keep that shit on the low. I mean, it's not for me to say it's unacceptable or not. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that man got to deal with that shit if he get caught. So.
It's one of the very reasons I don't mess with red pill. There's people that actually hear that and really do believe it.
I mean, they ain't gotta believe what I said. It ain't got shit to do with red pill. It's just
no, I'm just talking in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey, let me give a big shout out. Hold on, let me give a big shout out to my girl Alexis from Texas.
Alexis, what up, though?
Yep, Cody is king, and my boy 5100 CJ. What up, boy? What's going on, my people?
Yeah. What up, CJ from the 5100 podcast?
I see,
boy, that's my boy.
I see you, boy. I see you out there doing them videos.
He and Tess need to do another broadcast. That's what they need to do.
Why you say that?
I mean, the algorithm gonna eat them alive if they don't.
Oh, you saying as far as the commodity?
Yeah, I mean they need to do another YouTube show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, if they don't, then that algorithm gonna eat them alive. But no, to answer your question, money got shit to do with it. I don't care if I make. I don't care if I was making $10,000 a year and my lady making $500,000. I'm still in charge. The final word is mine. I'm the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm the leader. I'm in charge.
Man, let
Period.
let your nuts hang, nigga. Hell yeah.
You're not if you're not okay with that, find you somebody else. But it ain't me.
I think that a lot of I think one of the biggest problems that we have as men is that a lot of men are just not gonna they refuse to be honest when dating. I think it's a little too late once you then got 2 years, 3 years in and you not being honest with your woman. I think what's tearing a lot of men up is that they start out not telling the truth. Because we keep talking about cheating, right? And a lot of people will still take cheating as if she knows that you're doing all of these, extracurriculums with other women. That's not cheating. It's not cheating. And I think, somebody was just saying that shit.
That's not.
Claudius King said it. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. But I think we have a problem.
That's why I can't rock the red pill. Cheating is cheating, bro. Oh, go ahead.
No, but the thing is, if
she knows, it's not.
Yeah, if she knows what you're doing and she's okay with it, that's not cheating because she's okay with it. Now, if she knows about it and she's not okay with it, bro, you cheating because that's not what. Because that's not what she. No, the thing is, no. If she knows about it and she's not okay with you doing that, that's cheating because that's not what she agreed to. But if she's okay with you seeing other women, then no, that's not cheating because she's okay with it. She agreed to you seeing sleeping with other women. That's what she agreed to. So you're not cheating or anything in that. You're still operating within the boundaries of your relationship.
And I have a problem.
Now the thing is, me personally, Dusto, I'm with you all the way. That shit ain't for me. I don't cheat. I never have. It's just not my thing. I'm a monogamous man. And I've had people say, "Why are you a monogamous?" It's just my thing. I'm just not into. That's how things get screwed up. Things get confused. You know what I'm saying? No, thank you. No, thank you. Just spit on me.
Yeah, cheating is a headache. Just the fact, shit, the side bitch ain't even the side bitch no more. The side bitch want to be the main chick. So, it used to be shit where, a motherfucker will play their role. Nowadays, shit, these bitches, they trying to mess up a happy home.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's not smart unless you just get an actual hoe. Where you can make a deposit or something. But other than that, it's not smart. It's not worth the risk.
I think that, but I think what's messing up these damn out here in these social media streets though is men not being honest with each other. Also, like you got men that'll sit back and say, "Hey, man, the easiest way for you to be able to vet a woman is that you gotta practice discipline, sexual discipline, dick discipline, whatever the fuck, however you want to do it." And then right after that, you have dude said, "I'm sorry, dog, that ain't gonna happen." I think that's what gets a lot of shit fucked up. I hear what the women are saying. I hear how they can be contradictory or whatever, but we so fucking contradictory on that part of it, bro, where it's just at a point where, think about it, we always talk about that it's less men that has full access when it comes down to women, sexual, right? Full access. However, we would still sit back and say that, whatever a man do, it is what it is, and then we'll revert back to where you got to understand, the primitive nature of a man is to have, multiple women or a variety and all these different things. We talked about this on Black Man's when we were just talking about this type of shit. And one of the things that we have to look at is what's primitive and what's moderate right now, right? and we have to be able to be honest with both. Just because it's primitive don't mean that the motherfucking shit is right now. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a lot of men that's out here talking about they're gonna be, fucking all these hoes until their dick fall off or whatever, all right, nigga, then you get what you get. You do not have the privilege to go out here and start complaining about these goddamn women. It is very difficult for you to be able to vet a woman for your mate. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to marry her? Do you want to be able, whatever it is, you want to be able to get and grow old with her? If you don't want to grow old with her, okay, then stay in the game, nigga. It's not a real hard conversation, but we make it so fucking hard. And the more I keep hearing the talk on these platforms, man, I still have to revert back to the men. I still have to sit back and say, man, we the ones that's confusing. The women, we already understand how confusing they are. My woman tell me in a minute. If I ask her where you want to go eat, she gonna be like, why did you all ask me that? I ain't gonna be able to do that shit. I'm confused on that shit. So that's where it comes down to me saying, hey, look, we gonna go to such and such. This is what we gonna do.
Yeah.
That's it.
They want that.
Yeah, I'm confused with CJ. I good 99% of the time.
Why you gotta do it?
It's that 1% that get me.
Stop it.
I good.
You feel me?
And then I
Stop
good
it, bro.
99% of the time. I don't look. I like how he corrected it after the fact because he knew that I was gonna get him.
This nigga, man.
CJ.
Oh,
you knew it was coming. That's why he cleaned it up. Look how he cleaned it up. Look how he cleaned it up. He knew I was coming. Hey, you fucked up and pressed the enter. You pressed enter. You fucked up and pressed the button, dude.
Oh hell no.
I good 99% of the time. Skip, not skip. You know you have to say that, skip.
Stop it, dog. Stop it.
What's CJ? CJ must be at work or something. Yeah, but this whole thing is ridiculous. I've never been into that though. I've always been a monogamous my whole life. It's just one of the ABCs of me. I've never been into dating more than one woman at one time. I just don't have the time, the patience, nor the interest in doing so. It's just no. Like I say all the time, Rob, I always say this: dealing with one woman at a time is enough. It's enough of a headache.
Yeah.
You think I want to do this with 2 or 3 of them? Why? Why would I do that to myself?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of stress.
It is. I ain't got time. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Oh,
no,
man.
thank you.
It's a lot of fucking stress. And this is the thing. I don't knock the guys that actually want to live their lives like that.
I don't knock them either. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just like listen, dealing with one of them chicks one of them things at a time, more than enough. Fuck dealing with 3 or 4 of them. Y'all got it.
And then I look at it like this too. Man, we get old. You don't believe me? Just look out in the world. You see a bunch of old motherfuckers. You don't think that, and that's God willing. Ain't that some shit? God willing, you get old. God willing, you get decrepit. You know. So how do you preserve or try to be as healthy as you possibly can? First and foremost, I don't think that stress is going to be doing it. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit is fucking stressful to be dealing with a bunch of goddamn women. Motherfuckers will sit back and say that what we talking about is simp shit. And I'm like, how the fuck is that simp shit? How is it? Because once you get a man and a woman that's really they really got it together, hey man, that shit looks good. It feels good when they come around you. I'm talking about family wise. I don't think a lot of people look at family anymore as something that they create. I think they look at it as they're a part of it.
Well, the thing is, JT, the thing is, people don't value family and they don't value marriage anymore. They don't see the value in it. Like look at how many women are saying, "I don't need a man. I can raise this kid on my own." Like, what kind of mentality? You killed the idea of family from the get-go. That's your idea. That's their mentality before they have the kid, before they found a man. You know what I'm saying? And so by doing that, okay, you already walked into a relationship or a marriage defeated. You're prepared to not be a family. So when you get in there, if you have that in not even in the back of your head, the forefront, or even if it's in the back of your head, well, I don't need him. You know what I'm saying? I can raise my kid on my own. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna put yourself fully into that marriage, which is what you need to do to maintain a marriage for a long period of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The two people have to be devoted to one another. You know, and if one person has 1 foot in and 1 foot out, but the other person has jumped in wholeheartedly, it's not going to work because the other person's not all the way there. They're always going to be second guessing you. You're always going to have something contrary to say. They're always going to question you. It's no. What man wants to be questioned about every decision they make? Just shut up and go along with it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of them see they mama saying the same bullshit, so that's why a lot of them say it now.
Actually, I don't mind the woman questioning as long as they're asking the question the way it should be asked.
Yeah.
But they'll still
a set of eyeballs watching as I make my decision.
Right. I get it, and I'm with you on that. But every time you make a decision, they question you.
No.
Every time, no. If it makes sense, just shut the fuck up and go along for the ride. Most of the time, I'll give you that. Okay, if you question most of my stuff, just to make it clear things, so I can make things clear to you why I'm making this decision, where I'm headed with this, why I'm doing it. I have no problem whatsoever building out all that information because we both need to be on the same page.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. This is why I want. This is what I want to do. This is why I want to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. Hey, do you have? And I'm going to hit her with a question. Do you have any ideas on what I just spelled out to you to make this more efficient? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I want to go. What ideas do you have to help me get there? You know what I'm saying? So we both get there. And if you got any ideas to make it more efficient and practical, by all means, throw it my way. You know what I'm saying? Throw all the ideas you got my way. But everything you do, why are you going across the street? Why are you going to the mailbox? Anytime to take the trash out, why ain't took the trash out yet?
That's another thing. You hear that shit for like 20 years. You be like, bitch, I'm going.
right. Saying, like, damn. Like, I've seen guys in marriages, and it's like that. I'm just like, it gets on my nerves, and I'm not even married to this chick. I got nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this get on my nerves.
I think one of the most...
Then I'd be like, hey, man, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Then I get up and leave.
I think one of the most important things in a relationship is trust. God damn, if you don't trust your partner, man, how the fuck can you live with them? That shit is, again, it's stressful. You wondering if something as simple as cheating? Like, literally, is it really that hard for anybody to not fuck around with other people? I always wonder. I'm like, I don't think that's a urge that is that goddamn fucked up. That takes too much of an effort, man.
It do.
It takes too much of an effort. Especially you cheat on somebody. I'm gonna tell you, that whole thing on just waiting on getting caught. You know you're gonna end up getting caught. You just don't know when. You gonna fuck around and slip.
Yeah,
you do. I done seen people have relationships with multiple people, man, for 6-7 years. They didn't make it. By the time they got to their third year, they probably got caught 3 or 4 times already. It's just the fact that the person they with probably is wore the fuck out.
I think niggas be down with it too. You hear me?
Well, I mean, you saying like with guys, you saying like
you got guys, taking they hoe to fine restaurants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to the fucking movies with they hoe. You know what I'm saying? Goofy shit like that.
Well, that's because a lot of dudes, think about it, bro. A lot of guys, once they get that, you know, that multiple type of thing going on, now it's about the thrill. I think people get caught, man, subconsciously because they, you know, it's just a thrill. They do shit that they know that they can possibly get caught. Like,
what you say, little nigga shit?
Fuck a stranger and they bring them to their house.
Hey, what you be saying, JT? That's little nigga shit?
That little nigga shit. Little nigga shit.
Little nigga shit.
That's little nigga shit.
That ain't right. That's the type of shit I was thinking about when I was a little nigga.
You know how flagrant you gotta be, bro, to be screwing somebody in you and your wife's bed, to bring them into your household, sit there and talk to another person about your wife, or to sit there and talk to another man about your husband, or to bring that man into your household. You open up. That's why when Mandrell said that shit on Black Bear shit, he said, y'all taking this shit, y'all laughing, but that motherfucker, he'll get two to the head. I here talking about proving to a dude that he could take his woman.
Yeah, that's what got me. Like his motivation. His motivation was to prove to the guy, a guy who doesn't know him. You know, so that's what gets me. Like your motive to prove to a guy you don't know and never met, probably never will meet, that his woman would cheat on him. How's he gonna find out if she don't tell him? I'm like, nah, bro, you just a fucking scumbag. You get 2 to the dome. I'm gonna make sure you all the way dead. You don't need to be here no more. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. It's both of them, but I get that wholeheartedly. The dude already. It doesn't matter if you know me or you don't know me. I'm going through some shit right now.
Exactly.
Her ass in trouble. It's written in stone already. Her ass is
she in trouble already. That's a given. Like when he said, "Well, no, I think the married people should." The reason why I didn't bring the woman up, I was like, that's understood.
That's understood.
That's understood. I don't have to say that because we already know she gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not a question. You know what I'm saying? So. Why even mention that? We know I'm gonna tune her ass up too, but I'm gonna handle her in a different way. You, on the other hand, sir, you have to go.
Well, what Will Smith say, bad boy too? Chitty chitty bang bang, nigga.
You gotta go. Right.
Chitty
bang bang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope that pussy was worth it.
But I think that, like I said, when we talk about, because you hear a lot of these panels with women and men, and they get on the subject about cheating. I just think, just in my observance, that men are just not being honest, man. They're not really being honest when it comes down to it.
Not upfront. They're not upfront with it.
Right. Cheating is lying. It's being deceitful. It is what it is. If you made a commitment and y'all had a verbal contract that, listen, the deal breaker is cheating. I'm not with it. You out there and you start cheating on me because it's just too many other things that's involved with involving other people into your shit, especially strangers. It's like they showed, they had this thing on, I think it was on Facebook or on IG, on any one of those platforms. You can find this goddamn shit where the dude caught the man in the bed with his wife. He confronts him and gets his ass whooped. Man.
Wait. Was he in his house? Was he in the house when he confronted the dude?
He was not only in his house, he was in his bed.
No, okay. See, here's the problem with that. Okay. No, Rob. Manhood 101. Okay.
Okay.
You don't ever fight a man in your house, ever.
That's shooting ground.
If that man in your house, you shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay. You never fight a man on your property.
Right.
He on your property, Rob. You shoot him.
Okay.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Look, you don't argue with him
anyway.
and you don't fight him. This how you do it.
Listen, as much training as I still to this day do, I ain't finna fight nobody in my house.
In my house. No.
I ain't finna fight you. In my house, I ain't finna. These hands, that's not what they're for. That's what the doolies are for. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got them.
Yeah.
I got that big ass Mossberg back there.
Hey, Mandrell, do you know how powerful this shit is right here?
Yeah, oh, yeah. There it is.
So you telling me a nigga should be scared if the man don't say nothing? A man say, okay.
When you get up and you go to another room, if he's still there, he a fool. Everybody know that's the cue to get the fuck on.
Your husband ain't mad? Oh, he got something for you.
And let me tell you something. If he just walked away that you got to go through that door, fuck that door. You better go out that goddamn window. Mm-hmm. Get your ass up out of there. Fuck them shoes. Get the fuck out of there. Because you ain't going to be able to use them shoes anyway. Once he come back, it's over with.
How about not doing this dumb shit to begin with?
Thank you.
I was always told never go to her house.
That's why I was saying when we were saying why do they do stupid shit, it's because it's the thrill of getting caught. It's the thrill of the chances of getting caught, not actually getting caught, because then that's when motherfuckers motherfuckers sorry. Now he's sorry.
Yeah,
he's sorry he got caught.
Go to
Cody's riding a roller coaster is thrilling.
Right.
Riding with no seatbelt. It might be thrilling and all, but when you get ejected 500 feet in the air and land on your gums.
Yeah, right. Go to Cody's next comment. Cody.
Oh, okay.
I catch any man in my house, he ain't supposed to be there. That's his ass. I don't care why you here. I know that you ain't supposed to be in my house. I'm very protective of my space. I'm a combat Cody. I'm a combat veteran. I got PTSD like a motherfucker. Don't be in my shit and you ain't supposed to be there, Cody.
Yeah.
Okay? And plus you a white man too? I'm gonna enjoy that shit. And I like you. Hey, Cody, you I like. Okay?
This is for my people.
So imagine if it's a motherfucker I don't like or don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Cody say at that point that man wasn't even cheating though. Maybe toss a grenade in the bedroom. No, he gets it. Let me tell you one thing, and I always tell this story. A girl was arguing with me, and her man was standing right there, and I kept looking at him while she was sitting there giving me all that goddamn shit. So instead of me beating her up, I just beat her man up. That's it. Damn. I will beat her man up. It's the same thing. If I catch one woman out there with another dude, I'm gonna embarrass everybody. It's all going down. That's just what it is. And like, you know, like we were just saying, I'm not about to waste my time about to fight your ass. Fuck all that shit. I'm first and foremost, I'm seasoned. I don't have to act on my emotions.
Surgical with this shit, huh?
Yeah. Now when the cops come, I'm distraught. I don't know what happened. I blanked out.
I thought he was raping her.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
I thought he was raping her.
That's it.
I had to protect my wife.
But that was embarrassing. And then the dude, and it had to be, and now this is the thing, because we already know you don't believe half the shit you see.
Wait. He confronted the dude. Again, like, why didn't he shoot?
It was on camera.
So. My house. You gone.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna catch it on camera. You just gonna hear it on the news.
Right. You go. You got to go. You in my house, bro.
Bunch of helicopters and shit. Yeah. You gonna set a tent up in front house.
You in my house. I get it. It ain't. No, what Cody's saying, it's the woman who cheated, not the random dude. I get it.
I don't give a fuck.
But here's the thing, Cody. What you have to understand is, this nigga's doing it in my house. You in my house with this bullshit. You fucked up. You had your ticket. You had your tickets. The game is over. You have to go. You played this game way too dangerously. And you fuck with the wrong one.
What he say? It wasn't my fault. I know it.
Hey, don't fucking matter.
I ain't gonna do it again. I know you ain't gonna do it again.
I know you not. Hey, yeah, I fucked up. I know you. I know. You did. I don't know. You most certainly did.
First and foremost, leave other men and women alone. Quit covering somebody else.
Bottom line. Hey, look, if it's not done if I don't catch you in my house, fair enough. I ain't gonna run up on some dude who bang my chick. I'm just gonna divorce the chick. Okay, now you can have that dude all you want to. Bye, get out. And because you cheated, you don't get shit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I handle that. But if I catch you in my house, that's a whole other story right there.
Yeah, man, just take your. Yeah, so, what they trying to say, man? Look, you fucking with a girl, and you, just in case, don't go to her fucking house. Take that hoe to the hotel or your crib.
Which brings me to another question then. We know how dangerous it is messing around with these strangers. Why is it that instead of us taking out the time to vet this person before we even start talking about doing something as simple as having sex with them, why is it so imperative that we gotta smash, knowing how dangerous it is during these times right now? Why? Pretty much it's our demise. Pretty much that question will be with men. The more and more I talk on these panels, the less and less I want to talk to women about this shit.
Hey, JT, have you been on a dust panel?
I want to talk to women. I'm like, nigga, you got choices. You do understand this. What was you saying, Dusto?
Have you been on any dust panels lately and heard some of the reasons why and the hows and the?
I gotta go over there. I've been out the net for a very long time when it comes down.
Don't go.
You know, Tarus went on the dust panel today, right?
No, did he?
Who?
How did he enjoy himself? Did he handle himself well?
Who you talking about?
But they weren't sharing the mic, so he didn't get pulled into it.
Not of the Tarus.
So he showed up over there. I'm like, okay.
He can't do that.
That ain't good for Tarus's health. The amount of mind-numbing idiocy is gonna drive him up the walls, man. I mean, them jokers just. It's like that's Dusto. He ain't seen me in the dust panels in a long time. He seen Dusto. You have not seen me over there in a long time, bro. Look, it's too dumb. I can't do it.
Who's gonna lose his shit? He be losing his shit with us, and we don't even be saying shit.
Right. I'm just like,
because that's what I be saying, bro. Oh my god, that damn black man just did that nigga. That shit was funny as hell. but I'm gonna have to. I haven't been over that way in so long, man, because it's just about common sense to me. And every once in a while I get a chance to see some of those motherfuckers. But I ain't gonna lie, I like looking at the crew. What is it? Crew season. I actually like watching that.
I don't watch that. I haven't watched that yet. I have nothing against it. I just haven't made my way over there to watch an episode yet. What do they talk about over there? Is it? Because to my understanding, when people talk about it, they're always talking about dating and relationships. And that's a subject I'm just over. I'm over it. I really am. I'm over it. Because here's the thing, and the reason why my sister's over it too. Here's why.
Me too. Bro.
Nobody's learning shit.
Nobody learning shit.
It's a cycle that goes like this,
right? And they come back with this week after week with the same fucking questions, the same fucking nonsensical answers that don't work. And it's like you haven't learned a goddamn thing from these conversations you've been having for years now.
I'd rather have conversation how to help young black men not to fall for some of this bullshit.
Okay, now Rob, have you been watching my show lately?
Bro, they don't listen.
They don't listen. Yeah. In the dust, in those dust panels. The dust in those dust panels, dust so frequent. Okay, them joints, them niggas don't listen. You can tell the answers, and then he go, Here's one guy, Ali. Yeah, okay, but why would I do that when the woman? No, nigga, it ain't about the woman. It's about you. How are you moving? No, but see, the woman, fuck that woman. Do you like what she's doing? No. Well, then leave that bitch alone. No. See. No, it's just as simple. She's not listening. You both have to be singing the same song. Now, she can be singing alto, you can be singing bass, but you got to be singing the same song.
Be in the same key.
You're right. If she's singing a different song than you, leave her where she is and go find you another one.
Now, I said this,
but they don't. Rob,
we look weaker when we do that shit. Like,
Rob, they ain't hearing it. They ain't hearing it. Dusto would go over there, and Dusto don't even know I'm watching, right? And I'm sitting here watching him. I've watched Dusto before be the only voice of reason, and I didn't disagree with a word he said because it was all facts and it was all true. You know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is. But then Dusto sat there like this. He said, "I can't do it. I can't." He threw his hands up. "I can't do it. I'm out," and he left. Yeah, Dusto tapped out.
Yeah,
he tapped out and left. I was like, "Yo, hey, yo," he left.
A lot of emotional niggas, bro. Niggas who are emotional, got feminine traits. Them niggas can't tell them niggas no.
One of the reasons why I stay away from a lot of those panels that are just like you said, dusty ass panels, because I'm 0 to 60 real fast, so I haven't worked on that. I'm not even a novice to the shit no more. So I have to stay in my lane, because when I was in those lanes there, I mean, it all it takes is somebody to disrespect me a little bit, and they don't have to disrespect me like, you know, calling me out my name or something. I don't like pretentious motherfuckers. When you're steady being pretentious to me, I catch on to it. I see it. Nobody else, they're not really paying attention to what that person say. And then the next thing come out my mouth is, fuck you. And then somebody else say something, I say, fuck you too. And next thing you know, I'm off the panel.
The thing is, with you, JT, is you're an A-type personality, right?
Yeah.
You're an alpha. And so am I. But the thing is, true masculinity recognizes masculinity, right? I know you're an A-type personality, and I know I am as well, but we're masculine at the same time. So you and I can sit here and have a conversation or be on the same panel and not disrespect each other. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let each other get our points out in the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas over there, no. There's nothing but bitch over there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's nothing but bitch over there. And like Dusto goes over there, and Dusto will spend 45 minutes doing this. Now he's been on the panel, ain't said a word for 45 minutes.
Damn,
He just sitting there making faces, just. He just be like.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get my popcorn and my chip and dips. I'm gonna
just be like.
No, I ain't got nothing against that.
I mean,
people.
It's sad though.
I ain't got nothing against nobody.
That's kind of sad though, bro, because we supposed to be the leaders of this shit, man. Like,
but here's the
thing.
But see, Rob, have you been watching my show as of late? Like my last 2 episodes of Unapologetic. Have you watched?
I didn't watch it yesterday. I didn't make it yesterday.
Okay, my last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I watched
yesterday's episode was the second installment of the series I'm doing called what the fuck am I calling it? Manhood. Yeah, Tenets of Manhood.
Tenets of Manhood.
And so with that series, it's not going to be every week, but it's going to be a lot this year. This year, 2023, it's going to be a lot of that. I'm actually telling men how to be men. This is what you need to do to be a man. So work on these things. Now, I'll drop the link, so if people have questions on how to do these things, I'll tell you. I will give you the answers to the equations. I will tell you how to do these things, how to work on them. Some exercises you need to do.
Give me 5 of your tips. Like, what's 5 of them tips? What? Oh, okay. It ain't got to be 5, but like 2 or 3. Okay.
All right. Let's see. What did I call it again? The Tenets of Manhood. That's right. Shit. Yeah. I can't remember that.
Because you had, how many did you have yesterday?
I narrowed it down to like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Citizen manhood. Yeah, here we go. The first one, and I'm opening up the notes now. First one is understand that no one is coming to save you.
Absolutely.
That was the first. That's the first one of the first episode. Understand, number one, understand that no one is coming to save you.
You would think that's common sense, right? But
you would think, but you know, and I say that, right, and then I give a little breakdown of it. You know, I said, like, you're responsible for your own life. If you have dreams and goals, you are the one that has to achieve them. Yeah. There will be days when you will feel like giving up. It happens to everybody. When that day comes, you have to remember that no one will do it for you. Never become overwhelmed and get defeated. This will lead to regrets later in life. And above all else, remember, you are your own hero. So save yourself. You are your own hero, so save yourself. You know, that was number one. Number two was to say less than necessary. You know what I'm saying? In most areas of life, the less you say, the more profound and mysterious you appear. You know what I'm saying? Powerful men impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely it is that you'll end up saying something foolish. The words you say are like bullets from a gun. Once they're out, you can never put them back in. Choose your words wisely and keep them under control. And then the next one after that rolls off of that one, which was pay close attention while listening. You know what I'm saying? I gave a little breakdown of that. Number 4 was know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? I went into several points to that one. You know what I'm saying? After that, the one that rolled right off that one, the ability to diffuse conflict. I broke that down. Having a strong presence. I got into a little of that. You know what I'm saying? Never try to fake. And number 7 of that one was like, never try to fake any of this, because people can tell. People will know if you're faking it. You know what I'm saying? Like last night, I got into focus and prioritize your goals. That was the first one. Second one was be bold. The second was be comfortable with being alone. Next one was be direct. The next one was develop the right mindset. I gave a breakdown of that. And an example of mindset was develop the white belt mentality. Because you know, in martial arts, you go and take any martial arts, karate, whatever. You walk in and say, "I want to do this." They say, "Okay, his uniform is a white belt." Everybody starts a white belt.
Yeah.
And the reason why you want to develop that, it's a blank canvas. A white belt is what I broke it down like this. In martial arts, white belt is where everyone starts off. A white belt will ask the most questions and has everything to learn. You have everything to learn at white belt because you don't know shit, right? Every man should have this mentality in life. The white belt mentality is understanding that everything becomes an opportunity to improve, and you are always learning. Mm-hmm. You are no longer searching for the finish line because there isn't one. Every day is day one. So keep learning.
Yeah, everything you're saying, right? I mean, it's all mindset, really, because
it's mindset. And this is what the bulk of 2023 is going to be for me, and my content is teaching, because I hear a lot of guys in these panels talking and say, "Well, you need to do this, and you need to do that," but no one's telling you how to do it. No one's teaching anything. Yeah. So that's my goal for 2023.
Yeah, because a lot of guys, I don't know, for me, right? And I said this before, you know, me and being raised by like mostly women up to my stepdad came in my life, right? A lot of stuff you saying, I didn't understand until I actually got. I was sorry, probably when I had my first kid, you know. So that's why you always hear me say, man, we need to really focus on these young kids, like these young boys, because. What's the age range you say to dudes that you say it don't listen, right? Well, give me just an age range.
All ages.
I mean, just give me like Just give me like a main.
Bro, these dudes in their 20s and 30s.
Okay, 20s and 30s.
It's more than 20s. 20s and 30s.
20s.
These
And 16.
So a lot of them niggas in that age range, right? The damage is already done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was raised, I would say most of them was raised by their mothers and shit like that. You know, I always say, man, look, in my generation, we need to get our shit together and start planting seeds. I mean, I'm not saying you got to save every kid, but we got to start moving different so we can be better examples. You know, we just have to do that. Because let me tell you something, like I'm tired to have certain conversations when it comes to black folks. Because we know what the fucking problem is. We just don't want to fucking do it.
Put your hand in front of your camera, Mandrell.
You don't want to fucking do it.
Oh, there you go.
So instead of this fucking complaining shit, let's fucking change our fucking ways. You know, it starts up here. Like, you know, people gotta have that open mindset to listen to certain OGs. People gotta have the mindset that hey, you know what? I need to be open to hang around a certain crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw this person on YouTube. He said a right friend is coming, and that right friend might take it to the next level. But you know what? But you gotta have that mindset, and that mindset is you gotta recognize what's your wants and what's your needs. A lot of shit that you want is fucking bullshit to you. The friends that you want to hang around with is fucking bullshit. The girl that you fucking want is fucking toxic. So you start hanging around with people that you need.
You know what, bro? It gets very confusing once you get into your 20s and your 30s. This is what gets very confusing to those guys. Because when you are a man, it's kind of like what Mandrell was saying. You have to have the mindset. Nobody's going to save you, bro. No. There's no savior. You're the savior. You have people that can usher you to, you know, get to where you want. And for some odd reason, man, it could be, I don't even have to use biblical. All I can say is that we end up, when we have, it's like whatever we have in our mind, we put out here in this universe, we're going to end up going right towards that. I don't know how that shit happens, man, but that shit, it feels so damn good when, you know, you have this shit in your mind where I want to be better. I want to do better. And you keep looking for better. And you end up finding that shit. And you be like, man, I should have been here. Now, but you feel so anointed where you like, damn, this person, like, you ever been and you heard somebody talking and everything they saying is right on point with you and it resonate with you. Not that it sounds good to you, but the shit resonate because you was already looking for it. And all they did was pull it out of you. One of the things I can't stand is a motherfucker to try to talk to me so I can feel good. You know, that's why I'm not really big on ministers. Yeah. I'm not really big on pastors.
Yeah. I'm all about action. Yeah. Like, look at this space I'm in now.
I don't shun them all the way out because I've heard somebody, it has to resonate with me. When something resonate with me, man, it's something different than something that make you feel good. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not saying amen and I'm not hooping and hollering. I'm really listening. I'm really, whatever they're saying, I'm like, man. And once I start listening to it, I'm like, man, I've been saying this, and it could have been just to yourself. That's why you hear people say, man, but I've been saying this shit all. Now, I mean, you just exacted everything that I was saying. They probably wasn't saying it to nobody else. They probably was saying it to themselves. That's what resonation is. Yeah. Now they pull something in you that you didn't even know was in you. The white belt, right? Look at it as what Mandrell was just saying. That's the dopest thing in the world, man. You always are a student. You never stop learning. And a lot of people think they do. That's why you got a lot of people that want to talk while they should be listening.
Listen.
See, that's why your life is in, that's what you'll hear people say that. That's why your life is in shambles. Yeah. To see, this is your moment to listen, not to talk. Steady talking.
That's why I like the space that we in, right? Because just being the space that we in this YouTube world, you know what I'm saying? You guys, Sir Hill, Black Man, Information Man. Man, all y'all guys, bro, y'all bring something out of me that, you know, I didn't know I have. Like, to the point now, when it comes to this YouTube shit, I actually I actually love this shit. It's gonna sound crazy because I always
Enjoy it.
like what I did, but now I love this shit to a point where I'm comfortable speaking on certain things. I'm comfortable dropping videos on my own. Like, you know, all this shit is really motivation to me. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, and a lot of guys aren't taught to conquer fear. You know what I'm saying? That's why I encourage everybody to get their kids in contact sports because
Right back, y'all.
no problem. Contact sports, preferably combat sports, boxing or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna be afraid at first, but you make them go through it and keep doing it until that fear just washes away. You know what I'm saying? And you get comfortable. But I mean, and you know, a lot of people out there that's just they don't want to do things because they're afraid of failure, or they're just afraid. Yeah, they're afraid to fail for the most part. So it stops them from doing things they know they should be doing. You know, now I know that my message is going to reach many people. Not many people are going to take it and put it into practice. You know, it's just only maybe a handful of people will.
Yeah, failure to build character. Like,
yeah, but failure is a part of life. Fail. And you need to fail. Fail and fail some more. And learn from the failure. That's the key. That's what the lesson is.
Yeah.
Just make it a habit to not make the same mistakes twice. Look at airplanes, right? And these automatic driving cars. Airplanes, when they crash, another airplane would never crash for the same reason ever again. Never. They never crash for the same reasons twice, ever. Because whatever happened on a plane, them airlines, they fix that shit. And they make sure that never happens again with any more of their planes.
Yeah.
That is, and that's the thing. You can't, because they can't afford it. They can't afford to make the same mistake twice. They can't afford to make one mistake because one of the planes go down. Are you gonna fly that airline? No, a lot of people are not. You know what I'm saying? So they can afford. Their margin of error is damn near zero. You know, so and like I said. So take that mentality. That is a part of your mentality as well. Don't make the same mistakes twice. You know, but when you make a mistake, learn from it. That way, you won't make the same mistake twice. What did you miss that caused you to fail? You know what I'm saying? And then what could you have done differently to succeed? And what happened when you look at what happened to cause you to fail? What could you have done to prevent that? Now implement that into the next time you try this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, but I'm going to be doing this all throughout the year, though. These kind of episodes. I'm moving more towards a mentor role, teaching people, you know, how to do it. So, because again, nobody else doing it, so I figured I might as well do it myself.
Yeah, man, because it's needed, bro. Because, man, a lot of niggas is lost. A lot of niggas is hoes, bitches, it's hard for me, like I want to blame some female doing the shit they do because you know what, y'all niggas be what girl will follow you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of you niggas rely on the bad behavior these females doing because y'all not real men. You know?
Yo, Rob, on a panel, I asked, does anybody have anything positive to say about women? 9 people said no.
Out of 10?
9 said no.
That's little nigga shit.
A couple were quiet, but that might as well just be no. Other thing was this. They're crying and, oh, the white man got all the power, all the courts, all the...
No.
And I just like, so what does she need you for then?
No.
Me personally never came home as a kid and my dad said that. Never.
But scam like the white man.
As a child, I couldn't. As a child and even growing up. If you can't get it done, what are you here for?
Oh. But give a scam, you don't understand.
Oh, we can't get it done. We got to call somebody else to do something. Well, hanging your wife. But so the white man. Cody is king is gonna get us. Oh, Cody is king gonna get us. The white man, Dusto. If that's the case, they might as well call Cody as king.
Oh,
honestly,
you see, the white man is dooming us all.
The man, or some other, or the system, or whatever. then all the government social workers need to come in your house, and you should go ahead and sleep outside. What are you here for? Just saying.
Yeah,
How's the woman gonna follow that?
I said this before, and a lot of people they look at me funny when I say this. I understand how serious racism is, right? But I give 2 fucks about racism. You know why? Racism do not scare me. It's not gonna scare me to the point where I'm gonna point fingers at a motherfucker why I ain't got shit. I'm just not. Like I don't even understand how most niggas just could say shit like that.
Comes from a lack of education.
You said what?
If you do it, I'm coming to troll you. I'll find you.
No, hell no. Nigga like me, I'm married and got kids. I wish I would. I got girls too. They cannot see me. I don't have no room to be no weak in front of them because I need to be the best example, the best way I can, so they can find the next man. You know,
this comes from a lot of that. This shit. It still comes from a lack of education and a lack of self-knowledge. And you know, Rob, you know the shit that me and you had talked about. Most of the shit that me and Rob talk about, I don't really put it on social media, man, because I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to all this shit, when it comes down to slavery and all this shit, I've read shit outside of slavery books. I've read the slavery books, but I've read things that was outside of slavery books. I've read, things. Like a lot of people got mad at me when I told them, I said, man, I watched the shit out of goddamn the documentaries on Adolf Hitler, right? I didn't read it because I was, I wanted to see how evil I can be or something like that, but I had to understand how the world works. So when I actually started watching these documentaries, I started reading some of these books that they were referring. And I said, man, this is life. This is fucking life.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at everything now. But I can't put it all out here. Like, we got, what's my man, West Coast Colic?
Mm-hmm.
So much shit I can talk to that man about, bro. I could be on the same page with him. But I choose not to do that, man. I don't want to use and waste my energy, especially when it comes down to trying to build something on YouTube or any one of these other platforms on something that really doesn't matter to what we got going on right now. If that was even though, actually, that's actually my bag right there. We start talking about history and all of this shit, it's my bag. I don't talk about, religion or any of that stuff. I know a lot about it, but there's a lot of shit I don't know about it, right? But I'm gonna be wasting I'm gonna be spinning my wheels talking about these things that really doesn't matter. Let me tell you one of the things that matter to me and Rob. Relationships.
Yeah.
Not just relationships with our significant other, but relationships with people.
Yeah.
It matters. So we try to figure out, that's why, like, even when you go on to a lot of these dusty panels and stuff like that, man, what brings me will bring me to those panels, man, is because at first I feel like I got something to add, but I'm not welcome on those panels. You dig what I'm saying? I can get in the bag and I can sit back and I can say some things, and I find out that people don't really want to know the reason why things happen. They just want to be able to complain, bitch, right, and moan. It's boring. With what's my man, the dude from Baltimore, World Class, right? I was going to have a show with him, and I still might end up doing it anyway, man. Just to have some content out here about the actual reason why blacks call themselves blacks, why we, how it started, and all of this bullshit. I get exhausted because it's not something that people really want to hear. They don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, it's not going to be interesting. However, you have everybody complaining about man this and the man that. I'm like, we can't keep talking about this shit, man. It's unresolved, and it's not going to get resolved because you guys are not willing to get it resolved by educating yourself. So why the fuck would I even get on here and start talking about that shit?
Yeah. You also
I
gotta
rather
think
talk about moderate shit, man. I rather, and then, you know, as we talk about moderate shit, I'll bring some shit from, you know, from the past stuff and shit like that. But man, I'm not about to go through all that shit. That shit is exhausting. And when I really want to get into that and I really want to be, you know, I go look at some shit and I'm actually talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to, and nobody want to. I've been doing this YouTube shit for a very long time, man. And I could not figure out for some years what it was that I actually wanted to talk about until me and Rob got on here and I said, okay, I got it. Let's just talk about regular relationships, man. Just relationships, whether it's business relationships, intimate relationships, you know, shit like that. And then we still have to get it to a point where when we talking, we don't want to get down a rabbit hole where our channel always looking like we out here talking shit about a bunch of fucking women that we don't care nothing about anyway, or we sitting here talking about a bunch of goddamn men that ain't even in our goddamn space. So like, one of the reasons why I like having Toros on our panel is because it's kind of, I can feel that it's kind of new to him. A lot of this shit, expressing how he feel in these things, man, I think it kind of, it shocked me when he came over here and how he seen how we were receptive to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the guy.
Yeah, I like Toros.
I still like him.
It's like every one of you guys. That's one of the dopest things about the circle we in, man. We don't agree with everything with each other. However, when we talk, there's always a point where we be like, I get it. I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I may not still agree with it, but
it's all about point of view.
I don't. This is my whole thing. I don't want to. It's not a big thing for me if I agree with somebody. I used to have a bunch of friends where we always argue. We always argue, whether it was about sports, whether it was about, you know, history, whether it was about whatever. But we listened to each other. And we learned from each other. Yeah, because a lot of this shit, man, is just a bunch of motherfuckers throwing shit out. It's like, I call it Facebook shit. I really can't stand Facebook and how it got to where it is right now. You got a bunch of uneducated motherfuckers just they can't wait to get something to trigger them. They're looking to get triggered.
Yeah, bro.
They're looking to get triggered. Remember, Rob, when we was talking about Facebook, I said, man, fuck Facebook. I said, all I got to do, if I want to get a bunch of people to go on my page, all I got to do is say happy birthday to my daughter. I get 100 motherfuckers, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah. Or if I show them a picture of, you know, it's our 20th anniversary, I get a whole bunch of motherfuckers. But if I say some real shit, if I say something real, I get 2 people on there and that's it. That's all. Ain't nobody really trying to do nothing. And then you get some random ass troll. You be like, damn, they just said some more fuck shit. But because of how Facebook is now, you can't even say nothing. All you can do, you can show a goddamn photo or something. And if it's the wrong shit, you out of there.
Yeah. You
out of there. But before we get up out of here, fellas, I want to do one more clip. A couple of people seen this clip already. I just want to know, I already know how you guys probably would feel about this, but I want to see if we can go a little more deeper on this subject. I'm just going to show the video and then let's have a conversation before we wrap this up.
Why, Daddy?
Talk to your mama. Talk to your mama. Don't talk to me. Talk to your mama. Same reason why your mama wanted more money and she told she wanted child support. And she think, I'm going to continue to do for y'all. Nah, that shit dead. Talk to your mama. Don't call me for nothing. Y'all don't even have to call me no more. Talk to your mama, not me. Deal with your mama. Now call your mama and talk to your mama about it. Ask her why she did what she did. And that'll explain why I did what I did. Now I would not be coming to get y'all no more. Yes, I am home. I'm not coming to get y'all no more. Don't tell me. She don't care about how y'all feel. She don't care about the kid that home. So that shit. I'm not coming no more.
Two fuck ass parents. I told you that earlier, JT. You know, you got the fuck ass mama recording with a big ass crying emoji and shit, recording her son trauma, and then you got the daddy. Look, man, and I understand what you're saying, JT, I really do. But goddamn it, when like that kid ain't got shit to do with it. That kid ain't gotta ask his mama shit. You know, have that fucking conversation with the mama. Now I understand that because he's frustrated. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit dealing with that child support shit. But man, leave the kids out of that bullshit, bro. That's all I was saying.
Mr. Mandrell?
Yeah, it's two fuck ass parents. You should never take that out on your child. What the mother's doing to you. You never take that out on the child and make them suffer. He went overboard with that. There's no defending it. You know what I'm saying? There's no two ways about it. He OD'd on that shit. But I also understand why he did it. Like what pushes a man to that point? Because everybody has a limit. And this is something that women don't take into consideration. Now, what she's going to do is not take accountability for her actions for pushing him that far. She's going to blame him. And that's the dilemma the guy's facing. All the blame is going to be put on him. So he's going to look like the bad guy no matter what. You know, it's unfortunate. And you, like I said, you never take that kind of stuff out on your children. And that's what he's doing. They're going to suffer because they're not going to have their father in their life. And that's a decision that he made. And he's got to live with it. From the phone call, it sounds like he's okay with it, though. And that's the saddest part of it all. He's okay with that decision. So.
Just so. You muted, bro.
Oh, damn. Somebody said, I can't remember who keeps saying it when they talk about the kids on the peak. They say, remember, Ricky says it. Says the kids didn't ask to be here. Like they're here because of you as the parent. You signed up for that responsibility. Give the kids a chance. Also give the kids a chance to be kids. That just took away a big chunk of them being able to be a kid because they're already involved in adult business, in dusty adult business. At the end of the day, I don't know what happened, but it starts and ends with communication. Communication is more powerful than actions. How we talk to each other. What's actually being said actually gets people to get up and move. Something else or some other sets of conversations could have warranted a different result. Not only that, but that communication, now when things are heard by those children, that went into their ears, is going to stick somewhere into the subconscious mind. Those kids don't feel love anymore. They're not important enough worth fighting for, and they heard it.
Yeah.
Money and arguing and chaos is more important than actually the quality time to spend with the children. It's unacceptable.
You know, Dusto, and I told JT this like before it went live. Like that video hit home to me because I had to deal with shit like that when I was a kid. My mom and dad going back and forth. My dad talking about child support. You know what I'm saying? To a point, I'm like, now I'm an adult. Even though, having a conversation with my dad now, I understand what he went through now. But I used to always think, like, damn, bro, like, damn, y'all couldn't even be cordial for me. Like, just be cordial for me. Like, act like you like each other. Just give me that experience that, hey, even though my mom and dad wasn't together, at least they like each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like that shit hit home every time I see shit like that. Like, look, whatever issues y'all got, bro, leave the fucking kid out of it.
Hey, Rob, did you ever, in hearing some of the comments, like, put yourself in some of what you heard or what you experienced? Did it affect your confidence, or did you think that you had something to do? Did you feel like you had something to do with it?
Yeah. I was like,
that's a feeling like, because how can I say it? I can't say it's me, but I've heard kids say it, and I learned it when I was an education major. That when something goes wrong with the parents, the kids automatically assume that they had something to do with it, or something. It affects their confidence, and they feel like. I think you get what I'm trying to ask.
I mean, I got you. Look, I put it like this. There's been some times I've never been suicidal or nothing, but it's been times like, damn, why do I even have life? Feel like that. Why am I here? Like, you know, why? If y'all don't like it, because think about it. When the kid first example of a family with mom and dad, we get our first example from TV. Happy family, you know what I'm saying? Mom, dad, you know, I never really experienced that. You know, I mean, my mom married my stepdad, but I was like 8 years old, you know. I'm very thankful for my stepdad, but I'm gonna keep it real, it wasn't the same. At least at that age, it wasn't the same. So it's like, I don't know, there's a lot. Then you gotta think of this too. As a young boy, this is where the dad fucked up in this video, because as a young boy, he's automatically gonna take that mama's side. So there's been times where, you know, I took my mom's side. Everything she was telling me, I believe that shit.
Was it how can I say it? Looking back now, why did you take your mom's side? Was it automatic? Was it manipulation? Was it?
So it was.
I took her. You heard what? Well, go ahead.
My bad. My bad. Cut you off. But it was more so. It was both my mom and my dad. I took her side because based on what she was saying. I took her side and just seeing my dad's actions, how he was acting. You know what I'm saying? Till I got to adult, and I started seeing my friends dealing with child support, and me having conversation now as a grown ass man, where I was able to get my feelings out of shit and actually want to listen to him. You know, just get a better understanding. But that time, shit, bro, it was like, you know, and then me and my dad had a fallout when I was 15. And then I ain't see him again till shit. My daughter was like, 3 years old.
Damn.
You know? So I really had at that time, then my mom died at 19. So, you know, I'm really fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, both of my parents is not here. You know? So that's why you hear me speak. I speak passionate about kids and children because you know what I'm saying? Because they need these examples, bro. They need somebody to plant some type of seed in their head, like, you know, because a lot of them don't have these examples, you know.
Hey, Cody King said the problem with the video is you are told the narrative which is not shown in a video. At the top of the screen, there was not full context for that conversation. I definitely agree with that. That's the reason why I kind of played the clip. I was trying to find more in detail about it. He also says that kind of sound like the mom was trying to get the dad to come and drop off some food. My man, he said, mamas are crazy.
Wait. The mama was trying to get the dad to drop off some food.
He said that's what it sound like.
Okay, if she's trying to get him to drop off food, why is he paying child support then?
No, all that's petty when it comes to a conversation and the kid is on the phone.
On the phone, yeah.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. Like I said, the guy was dead wrong for treating his kids like that. He's dead wrong. There's no defending that at all. And I agree with Rob. Them kids, unfortunately, just got two trash ass kids. I mean, the kids got two trash ass parents. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what father treats his kids like that? I understand you're frustrated. I understand you get your wits in with it by the fella, but hey, this is manhood, and learning how to move and handle those kind of situations is a part of manhood. It's a part of masculinity. You know what I'm saying? You don't take that shit on your kids, man. Yeah, it's fucked up. Let your kids know what's going on, what your mama's doing to you, what their mama's doing. Now,
not even necessarily that.
But here's the thing: if the kids are already in grown folks' business, which they clearly are, like you said, Dusto, which they should not be, them kids shouldn't even know their parents are mad at each other.
Facts.
That part.
That's my opinion. In my opinion, them kids shouldn't even know the parents are mad at each other. So, you know, if it's like that, one day you sit your kids down and explain to them, listen, this is why I couldn't get y'all this, that, and the other, like for Christmas or for your baseball practices and shit like that. I couldn't be there for your basketball games because I had to work. I had to work extra hours at my job to pay the child support that your mother increased on me. And she knew I couldn't afford it, or whatever the situation is. When those kids come of age, when the kids come of age,
that's what I was gonna say.
That. Yeah, I'm not saying do it now. Those are little boys. You don't bring them into it now. They're not going to understand anyway. But when they come of age, they 16, 15, something like that, maybe 17 if you want to wait a little longer. Then explain to them the circumstances and why you came up short on. Because if you got to work a lot or whatever to pay child support, he's going to come up short on other things. And those kids are going to want an explanation. And they deserve it because, again, like you and Ricky say, Dusto, them kids didn't ask to be here. So you do owe them an explanation.
Yeah, I want to make a different point, too. When men say this stuff, they're going to go get their woman, the woman submits, and everything is fine. Then he goes and does something and cheats, gets caught, keeps cheating, does whatever, and fails to provide. Number one, committing an act that gives her trauma, breaks trust, and then violates her emotional stability. I just know me personally. If I get married, I'm not built for a woman cheating in my house. I'm not built for that stuff. I'm going to break in half. I hope I got something else to build up. Because if I get married, I'm going all the way in. That's just what it is. So I can understand a woman getting broke all the way and just torn apart. But women who are not emotionally stable are not in positions to make decisions. So once you as a man stripped of her emotional stability, you have to accept what decision she makes not being emotionally stable. And you are no longer the man of that house anymore. That's how you can get dragged all in the system.
So
I'm only referring to those who are doing that stuff that they're not supposed to be doing.
This is why I wanted to get him on, because this was the thing. It's very clear that man was frustrated, right? Me and Rob had a conversation over it earlier, and I told him, I said, that man said something that a lot of these men be thinking. He just lost it. He was like, fuck the whole thing. I pretty much could tell you that man probably don't hate his kids or dislike his kids or whatever. He lost it. Mm-hmm. It was unexplainable. I mean, it's not, you can't explain that away. The damage is done. He did the ultimate taboo. You don't get your kids involved in it. The average man don't even speak like that to their kids when it comes down to it. But I definitely understand where it comes from. And a lot of problems we have is that kids, when they get older, they hold that shit to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they get to be adults. They hold that. They gonna hold that motherfucker right there. The problem is that, again, it goes back to what we talked about earlier. Men not being honest. And a lot of it comes from men being fearful. Let's talk about what we were just talking about when Mandrell, when you were just saying, one of the biggest things that a man has to do is be what? Forthcoming. He has to be a man that actually say, this is what I expect. This is because you can't bitch and gripe when the shit is going against you, especially when it coming and they're using your fucking kids. But it's something that we have to actually usher. Men we have to be able to usher each other through that. That man at one point was a kid. He was a child. Remember what I told you, Rob, earlier? I said, yeah. People care about children until they're what?
Wrong.
Adults.
Hey,
Until
Rob,
they're adults.
Hey, JT.
Oh, go ahead.
There's somebody now that I can see. Their story of most of their trauma is identical to the story that they tell about their dad. With them, baby mamas and kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Then
they do the same thing that was done to them.
Throw in stepdads that wanted to step in. And they tortured them. I want to get into it, but all this stuff trickles down. And the worst thing is the other generation, and I'm getting sick of the narrative. All the men had, grandpa had 5 kids on the side. Everybody, the marriage rate was 80%. Where did all these kids come from? It's not that up. There was a small percentage of men doing this. Stop it. Right. Where were these houses at? Or all the kids were a different rate? Come on. Black marriage is 70-80%. The false narrative. But no.
And it was an even smaller community back then than it is now.
Yeah. But they always want the negative. But anyway, at least there was a father that started. Then imagine all this trauma and the person didn't even have a father to begin with. Because one thing that's really killing me, once a month I get on Facebook and there's another pregnant chick pregnant by a ghost dad. Scroll up and down in the timeline, you'll never see no man. Now you're pregnant or you just had a baby, so I'm scrolling up within the last 9 months. No men. They didn't even get a chance to start.
Yeah.
And they got to carry the trauma and don't even have even a reference point of a dad. Nothing.
Cody's King said, my parents divorced when I was 13. I seen all this type of behavior.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to read. My bad.
Go ahead.
And far worse. Yeah, I agree. This is why I have kind of like brought the clip up. It was very interesting actually to even see it because I've seen all of this. I didn't deal with it. Well, I never acted. My man Taruz, what's going on, big baby?
Hey Taruz.
Hey,
Don't
talk to me. Don't talk to me.
No, Taruz. You took your goofy ass over there to the dusty ass panel.
Your ass. We
told you, Taruz, stay away. I told you to stay away.
Did you go back on after I left?
I didn't go.
I told you to stay away, Taruz. I told you to stay away, Taruz.
Bro, I had to take a whole break. I was like, hey guys, I took my wife and kids. I was like, let's go get something to eat real quick. Like, hold the fuck.
So let me get back to reality. And let me finish this up with Cody King said, Cody is King said, and then we can get on your ass, Tarus. Cody is King said it was probably a situation where he would take the kids out to eat and now he can't anymore due to having to pay the mom child support, and she's playing games with the video camera and just waiting. All of that shit is true. But one of the things that we were saying, this is why we said what we said earlier, is that you have to start understanding what it is to be a fucking man. Okay, life ain't nobody gonna save you. There's nobody that's gonna fucking save you. You gotta practice discipline. You have to practice discipline while in hostile situations. And when if you out here and you giving your dick freely to all these goddamn women these strangers that you don't know nothing about, this is the shit that can probably happen to you. And the probability is very fucking high. That's why I said, why is it that motherfuckers are still, when we start talking to the men, because I just got to the point, man, where I'm tired of talking to the women. Whether they're not going to listen or whatever, we're the fucking leaders, man. We can say no. Fuck no. Not just no, but fuck no. Mandrell, you said it. Dusto, you said it. Tarus, you said it. At the end of the day, I'm not about to sit back and argue with a bunch of fucking women about some shit, especially if I'm not trying to be in a relationship with them, about some bullshit that don't even affect me anymore. You know why? Because I know how to say no when I'm supposed to say no. Every time we sit back and say, hey man, the answer is to quit falling for your own desires to fuck these broads and to practice discipline. Fuck the woman being hard-headed. The guys are hard-headed. Because the first thing you're going to hear somebody do is laugh and say, nigga, that ain't going to ever happen. Okay, then what the fuck we talking about then? Conversation over with. We don't have to talk about none of this dusty ass shit no more. You get what the fuck you get.
Yep.
It is what it is.
They know it's going to happen and they do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas love this toxic shit, bro.
Don't go down that street. They talk about this street. Yeah, you're going to fall into that hole. You talk about this hole right here. They're going to argue with you until they fall down the fucking hole.
And then ask you to help them.
And then they ask you to help them.
And then look. Then a guy like me tells you, no one's going to save you. Save your fucking self. You brought on yourself. You got yourself in this fix, even though you were warned. Now get yourself out.
Oh, you have a bunch of dudes laughing at him.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that lack of discipline is not just a military thing, guys. JT, y'all know it's like JT was talking about discipline. Like, sure, yes, we're conditioned to want to smash girls, but you don't have to stick your dick in everything.
Right, it ain't the rule anymore. You can't do it, man.
But guess what, though? It's not even discipline no more. You know why? Because these niggas love this shit. They love the toxic shit. I had conversations with niggas. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be loving that toxic shit.
What? Oh.
Niggas is full of shit, bro. Like,
and like Rob. That's why I said, like on my show Wednesday nights, that, like I said, it ain't gonna be every week, like I said, but Tenets of Manhood is gonna be going on all year long. All year, I'm gonna be doing doing episodes on the Tenets of Manhood. Because again, it's gonna take it really will take longer than that, but because it's gonna take you 18 years to teach a boy to be a man. But there's no way to cover it all in just like you know what I'm saying, a few episodes, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's something that's the direction for me personally. Because and I figured this out that episode that night that I took over Barbershop Conversations, and I had the show where I was to bridge the gap between Gen X and the younger generation. Rob, remember that?
Yeah.
The one that I hosted? Yeah. That's when I came to that decision. Because I looked at y'all's faces. You, Tez, CJ, all of y'all. Mm-hmm. All of y'all younger cats. I looked at all of y'all, and Sir Hale, Black Men of Filter. I looked at all of y'all faces. I said, okay, these cats are actually looking for answers. No one's giving them to them. So let me do my part.
Talk. Right.
Right. I said, so let me do my part. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm doing the show on that, because no one taught y'all learning as y'all go. You know what I'm saying? And then who are we to look at y'all like, what the fuck you doing? How do you not know this? What? No one taught us. Oh, well, right.
Nope.
We weren't that again. We weren't there. And if you notice that night, everyone from Gen X said the same thing. We weren't there. And it was for a lot of different reasons, and we gave y'all some of the reasons, you know what I'm saying? And again, in my opinion,
I really appreciated that, by the way, JT and Mandrell. That was
nice. And the thing is, and again, for me, from my money, like y'all needed that because, and I didn't tell anybody to say anything. The people who were going to be on that panel that night, nobody knew who was going to be on that panel. I talked to everybody individually, separately, weeks in advance, to make sure they had their schedules open and they had that time and date booked for that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone from Gen X, they all said, hey, we weren't there.
Yeah,
nobody bullshitted y'all that night, and I didn't tell them to say shit. That was all genuine.
But see, and that gets back to what Rob's talking about, because that's a foundation thing. That's something to help keep a standard. And Rob is highlighting the fact that we got more and more guys displaying the symptoms of, guess what, guys? Broken homes, growing up in a single parent household, growing up with just your mom or your sisters or your cousins that are women. And so guess what? You grow up, this is part of the reason why dudes is down is because they grow up in broken homes, hearing all this toxicity. And guess what? Like you said, Rob, they end up enjoying that chaos. They attracted to that chaos. That's all they know is chaos.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that video was just showing the end results to not being able to take charge.
Cody said masochist.
Right, that's why I was laughing. I had put it up when you thought that he said masochist.
Yeah, Cody said masochist. Cody, man, I told you last night, Cody. I'm gonna have to get you on the panel one of these nights, bro. Look me up on IG or something. Mandrill _21 on IG, man. Look me up. You know, just fucking shoot me a request, man.
Yes, sir.
Start following me or something. Yeah, Cody's all right, man. He leaves some good comments in the comment section, man.
Yeah, absolutely. My man he said we got to be honest that is two types of women and men that would never listen and mess up our community. And soon as we gotta separate to save ourselves. I believe that I'm with you, man. It has to be a separation. It's gonna have to be a separation because what's happening right now is that these communities are peppered with a bunch of goddamn fucked up shit. Cancer, for lack of a term. Fucking cancer. It's a bunch of people that don't know and don't give a fuck to know. Again, the word ignorant is to ignore. You know that shit ain't for you, but you choose to ignore what is right for you. Ignorance. That's what the fuck it is. So
unfortunately, JT, we can't separate because there's too many of them. Bro, JT, that's the only pushback I give is that it's growing. I don't think you can just push it away.
Terus, you said you was gonna go over there and influence.
Bro, I'm not saying I'm not gonna go back, but
man himself, black man unfiltered.
Yeah, what up, though?
What it is and what it will be. And you know what I'm saying? Give
Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, you're too late. Go away.
Hey man, I'm sick of you, man, with this velvet robe on and shit. Listen, what's going on?
Hey, listen, don't hate on the flavor, baby. Don't hate. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm trying to speak.
Hey, no. Hey, first of all,
I always gotta be the cut in half butterfinger ass nigga.
Hey, first of all, don't forget, I know where you live.
I'm doing fuck well. Hey,
okay.
We'll tear this motherfucker up.
It's a 2-hour, bro. It's a 2-hour flight. It's a 2-hour flight. That's it.
It's an hour. I'll pick you up at the airport.
And he said the kids will handle it.
You know when motherfuckers say we tear this motherfucker up, that's actually a true motherfucker. It's like a true statement. When anytime you hear two motherfuckers arguing and somebody say we tear this motherfucker up, if you in somebody's house, they be like, please don't do it in my house.
Right.
Down the street. Take that shit down the street.
When Mandrell came to Dallas, man, hey, we in the store. This dumb motherfucker. We in the store, Mandrell like, I said, what's wrong with you? He said, you are a big motherfucker, nigga. Yeah, you a big ass nigga, bro. I said, this nigga still, I told my son, jump
man,
that nigga.
You're a big boy. I ain't gonna lie, you're a big boy.
That was the first time you seen each other in person?
In person, yeah, man. I got you. Hey, he taller than I thought he'd be too. That dude got some height on him, man. He got some height on him. You know what I'm saying?
How tall are you, man?
6'1".
Oh shit.
Hell yeah, big motherfucker.
He a big man. See, it was the height. The thing is, what it was the height plus the size, right?
Yeah, you like.
And I was like, because he stepped out his truck, I said, right, nigga, so what?
Right, so the fuck what?
Yeah, right.
I tell you what, I ain't gonna back down. Shit.
Right. I stood right there.
Dude, but let me tell you the
I'm
funniest.
gonna be a man about mine.
Yeah, right. I don't
Hey,
care.
y'all can laugh y'all ass off, bro. I pulled up in my truck. Mandrell got it. I picked him up. We went to the store. Mandrell got in the truck, dude. He got in that motherfucker sideways. His feet was kicking. Boy, I was laughing my motherfucking ass off, bro. He could not get up in that truck right, boy.
Yeah, the thing is, like he had the step part to get inside the truck. You know what I'm saying? And when you put your foot on to get on. So I decided to bypass that and Deuce has it that bitch and just jump and slide into the seat. I was sitting there trying to be clean. You know what I'm saying? And then I jumped up. I said, "Oh, this shit higher than I thought it was."
I was laughing my ass off.
Like one of my ass cheeks hit the seat and I bounced right back out. And then he just busted. This dummy bust out laughing at me. I said, "Shut up, man! It ain't that funny." His kids in the backseat laughing and whatnot. I was like,
"Oh man,
his kids in the backseat laughing."
Oh,
we get to Walmart, man. We get to the store, and all night long, his kids are like, "Man, I didn't expect you to be so buff." I said, "You see that crackhead? That's power." Yeah, not like you know. And so all night they grabbing me, they jumping on my back, they jumping up trying to grab me, and they bouncing right off like, They kids, so they have plenty of energy. I think he fed them sugar or something before they got there because they ate the whole time.
Man,
they did not stop.
His ass.
Right? They were trying to jump me the whole night, man. It was fun. It was fun, man.
My boys love Mandrell, bro. They love Mandrell, bro. They crazy about that dude, man. But yeah,
what's
man,
up, my man Hikoto?
I see y'all
33.
Y'all talking about this whole tonight.
Yeah,
we started talking about that whole a long time ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know y'all talking about this whole tonight, man. I was trying to get in, man, but you know how family shit is. But anyway.
Hey, black man. The Roots went over there to the dust panel.
I seen him, and I was gonna text his ass, and I was like, "No, I'm gonna let him go and get on."
Exactly. I was about to. I had my phone.
I was about to text his
I
ass.
was on the phone to Roos, and the person I was on the phone with told me. She asked me, "What's Tarus doing on Jay Prince's channel?" I said, "Tarus."
Oh, you went on Jay Prince's channel?
I said, "Tarus."
Gusto.
I said, "Wait, Tarus is where?" She said, "He's on Jay Prince's channel right now." I said, "No," and then Dusto sends a text, and we both got it at the same time. Dusto says, "I gotta go over here and help Tarus out."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I gotta go over here and get Tarus back up and troll.
He said, "I gotta troll."
Right.
Girl, I broke all the rules, bro. I went there and then I was reading the comments at the same time, bro. I broke all the rules.
Yeah, bro. It's wrong.
Damn.
I told you, man.
Yeah, tell your ass up, did it?
Yeah, and I told my lady, I said, "He's over there right now." She said, "Yeah." I said, "That ain't gonna be good for his mental health."
It ain't.
She said, "It's not." I said, "No."
And I hope he don't ever go to Fight Club. He is.
Oh
he'll be
God.
out here. Oh, he get over there.
Hey.
It gets worse, bro.
Man,
It does.
I'm not
It gets
interested
worse.
in seeing what worse is, bro. I'm not interested.
Yeah,
It gets worse.
Man,
It gets worse,
I retired from this shit a long time ago, bro. Fight
The
Club
Red
had
Drill,
your ass.
whatever panel that was you went on like a week ago, I won't go on that.
Yeah, man.
What panel? Which?
You came up here and was like, "Man, the community is done." And then I saw the clip of what some panel you on. I don't know what space it was. But I was like, dude, why'd you even go over there?
Oh, you talking about the one I was over there, and there was a bunch of women, and there's a bunch of women clucking at me, and and it's people from on Alternative Lifestyle with that too.
What were
And
you
it was,
doing
and wait,
over there?
hey, black man, it was just me.
Man,
All right, wait. Oh, wait. Here's what they did. He opened up the panel like this, right? It's 10 people in there, including me, and the women, and the guys from the Alternative Lifestyle. And then he opened up another StreamYard somehow, filled it up with 10 more people. Nothing but unruly women and heartbroken and hurt women. It was 20 heartbroken women, bitter women, people from Alternative Lifestyles, and just me.
Man, you should have texted me.
Where did you
Right.
find that?
Yeah, we could have took that motherfucker.
Where did you
You
find
should
that?
text me, boy.
JT, Rob, have y'all ever been on Jay Prince's shit?
No, I don't fuck with that shit, bro.
I did a long time
I'm
ago.
too. Look, I don't like goofy ass shit, bro. I can't fuck around too many panels and shit.
Oh, that shit gave me
Yeah,
a headache.
No, I'm a troll, so I can go just about anywhere.
I get to snapping on niggas.
Hey, but you know what? It's got to get to.
I'll be like Freezy out here, bro.
Yeah, it's got to get to a point, man, where we. I know it's trolling, man, but we got to get to a point where we don't. If we don't support it, we don't support it. Let me tell you why. Because it's like us saying, "Hey, man, don't go out here putting your meat and all the females, and then you catch us at the truck stop getting meat." You know what I'm saying? It's just we got to get.
I know, BM. It's just damn. It's like there's so many people watching these clowns.
Yeah,
and you know me, dog. I feel like I
told you today. Jay Prince at 300, 400 people watching, bro.
Yeah, they going strong.
Yeah,
I got different reasons I'm over there.
He's so
I rock with
bitter.
It's different for me, but I get what you're saying.
I'm surprised I ain't hear you, Tyrese. I'm surprised I ain't hear you say, "Hey man, pick your balls up because this bull." Oh my God, bro!
Man.
Bro, I couldn't even say shit. Dusto was there. I couldn't even say
I'll be looking for Tyrese. I'll be looking for Tyrese to go off on that.
Bro, and I was about to go off on this Ali dude or whatever the fuck his name was.
I know who that is.
So
Yeah,
I was light his ass.
Yeah, I was waiting to see what you think of him.
Which one?
Me and Ali go at it all the time.
yeah,
I actually like the guy. I got
Wasn't
that
that the one?
either.
Wasn't that the one that my man from Florida? What's his name? Was Ali the one that No Captivity went off on?
No. Freezy
No, that was JB.
And JB. He went off on JB.
JB.
I rock with JB too. JB
Yeah,
just
that
That boy said.
Yeah,
That's
JB.
why. That nigga said.
That's why you are a fuck nigga.
You will always be
You a fuck nigga. You will always be a fuck nigga. Yo,
That's why. And then he went back cool again. Then he was like,
right.
and then and he went right back cool again on his ass. He was like, yeah, because
Freezy
was so mad,
They
boy.
kicked him off the panel. He paid a $50 super chat to get back home, bro.
Yeah, Freezy spent money.
That's how mad he was.
Yeah, Freezy. Freezy
bro.
spent $50 to
Bro.
get back on the panel.
Hell yeah.
Freezy was hot.
Well,
Freezy
just
was
because I'm
hot.
the biggest
Boy.
fan of these panels
Hey,
now.
but they really had to take him down. That nigga said, "I swear to God, the next fucking meetup, nigga, I'm coming to get you, nigga."
Yeah. Freezy
That's why I
was.
said I have to go there and I'll be a spectator, man. I can't go in there and start speaking the way I speak. I already talk loud. My woman, she already be telling me that she be like, I be trying to get some sleep, and all I hear is she close the door. Then she say I can't sleep now because his ass. I know if I be on them other panels, man, I'm like I ain't there yet. I'm just
hit that
not.
shit one more time, man, Dre. The fuck nigga.
And that's what JB, from this day on, to me, you will always be a fuck nigga.
He clapped with it.
Boy,
I gotta see this shit.
Tyrese. I never thought I would see Freezy. I never thought I'd see Freezy that pissed off.
Man,
He was
hot,
like,
boy.
Freezy was ready.
You
Hey, Tyrese,
to suck your dick, nigga.
you got me fucked up.
Next
And look,
time, I swear, look, he went up. He said, "You'll never tell me to suck your dick, nigga. You got me fucked up." But next time we have a meetup, nigga, listen, I'm gonna find you, nigga, and it's going down. Nigga, I'm gonna try to kill you.
Oh my God.
You know when somebody say on site.
Boy,
on site,
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
This he said it's on site.
Boy, my whole inside, boy, I was like, this
Boy,
nigga
listen.
here, bro.
If Freezy was in front of him,
It would have been over.
I don't know what would have happened. Like I said, Freezy was that mad, Tyrese.
Oh shit!
I never thought I'd see Freezy be that pissed off, but because Freezy is cool, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody find the clip. I ain't see it.
You ain't see it, Dustin?
Oh my god!
Oh
bro.
my god, Dustin.
No, we gotta find that motherfucker. That shit funny as shit, bro.
Look that shit up right now.
That shit.
It was on. Was it on Fight Club?
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago too. You got the deal.
Yeah. That was a couple of months ago.
Really did for that one.
Freeze was like, I'll pull up, nigga.
Yeah, Freeze is he's at next time I have a meetup, I'm gonna pull up. That was like Freeze was ready to take a flight to Roos.
Yeah.
Freeze was ready to like catch a plane and come see you. He was on that time.
And listen, I never got to anybody to that point.
Dude, that ain't the first flight out. I remember when was it World Class and
Nathan Daly.
Hey, don't remind me. That was on my show. Don't remind me of that.
Yeah, Nathan Daly said
that was on my show.
I still got Nathan Daly sent me because
he did.
Nigga, you come here. Nigga, it's you come on my block, you won't leave here.
Yeah,
he sent me a screenshot. He sent me a screenshot of his plane ticket.
I remember that.
I'm on my way to that motherfucker.
Oh my god damn,
bro, Taroos. Yeah,
but he actually went up there, right?
Yeah, he flew to.
I remember that.
Yeah. He said, "I'm on your block now. Where the fuck you at?" I was like,
I gotta stop that shit, bro. It ain't that. Yeah,
and that's what Dusto was saying. Dusto said, "Man, I ain't no way I could."
Not this YouTube shit ain't that deep.
Unacceptable.
But listen,
there's a red X that says leave studio.
Yeah, but I'm no different though, cause like that night, man, I appreciate my brothers. That night, somebody had robbed my son, boy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I was riding around with that heat while I was looking for them motherfuckers.
Whoa.
Hey, Mandrell said, take your ass home now, please.
Whoa.
Take your ass to the house. Take your ass to the house.
But Mandrell, he is on the phone. But he a black man on the phone. But Mandrell, this shit ain't right, nigga. You know full well this is you, nigga. You go there and blow that shit up. Yes, nigga, that's me. I would do that. I said, yes, nigga, that's me. I would do that. But
what's on that round at 11?
You are, BM. I'm
oh, yeah, it's over.
Nigga, hold on.
No, it's over.
I tracked my son's phone.
I get it, but
I'm sitting out in front of the motherfucking house. Mandrell say, dude, please go to the house. You got too much to lose. Please go to the house.
You got too much to lose? And I said, you got too many other people depending on you.
Man,
I'm glad you listen, black man, because I've been hard-headed. I would have been like, click.
You got too much. You got too many people depending on you.
For Dusto and Mandrell, Dusto and Jenny was like, black man, please go home. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your family. You don't have to do this. Blah, blah, blah. Bruh, I was riding around, bro. And when that motherfucking GPS said, dee at that house, I was ready to just shoot through the door and go straight to the door, bro.
Jesus.
Like, man, whoa, bro.
Hey, that's what we got the village for, right? To keep us in check.
Hell yeah, bro.
I had to talk about the ledge that time. I said, bruh. He said, but Mandrell, you know full well. Yes, that's me. I would do this. I would do this. Leave it to me. But the thing is, that's me. I would do that. I don't have kids.
I appreciate that.
I said, Truth. I told him, I don't have children. No one is dependent on me.
That's the problem, though, Mandrell. If you did, you'd be even worse than BM because nobody would talk you off the ledge.
Right?
You know?
Exactly.
No, because y'all wouldn't know what was going on.
There's a difference.
No one would know what's going on because I'm not telling y'all shit until after the fact.
There's a good thing you call Mandrell because I don't think I would call nobody.
Cause Queen Smiley, I had called when Queen Smiley was like, "Hey, it's a duper," because Queen Smiley stays like shit 5 minutes from me. So she was like, it was some dudes in her neighborhood, a whole group of dudes. She said, them could be the ones that got your son.
Them kids that's fucking around that abandoned house on her block.
You know what? Look at this sweet tongue.
Honey, look at
that. Let me get some sugar.
Sweet, damn boy.
Look at that.
That's how you know a nigga can eat some pussy right there. That nigga, when she come on the camera and kiss you, that nigga eat a grizzly bear tied through a goddamn curtain. That boy's a bad man.
What's that girl? Spice. You munch, nigga.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I thank God for y'all, man, for Mandrell and Dusto that night, bro. Because them boys, man, I swear, bro, the look on my son's face, woo, boy.
Black man, the thing was, I've been there.
Burn the fucking city down, bro.
Bro, I've been there before, and somebody called me.
Yeah. I remember what happened to you. You told me what happened to you. I was like, damn.
somebody called me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stay away from it. I know how I am. Like,
it ain't even my lifestyle. But
I'm gonna tell you where we at, bro. You stay the fuck away from that shit. It's easy to find it where we at.
Yeah.
Easy to find it. So
easy.
And that's the thing. Like one night we was having a conversation. Me and Dusto. I think the manager was talking backstage or whatever, and we was talking about we was lying. I think I was like, if we all was in a group somewhere, we're not mild tempered men. I know I'm not. Well, you cross me, something about to go down. And so, so Dusto was like, no, I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't let y'all go out like that. And, I'll get in the middle of it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, you got to have that balanced person, bro.
You see, BM, this is the problem. Mandrell would stop y'all group, and then I'd go around and then fucking just jack
if you do that, you're on your own.
You know what I mean? Because when, unfortunately, like, when I get some liquor in me, bro, like, don't disrespect my homeboys, and I'm going to run up on you.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Tarus, if you do that, you're on your own.
If they talking shit to you guys, bro, hey, man.
No, I'm telling you. At the end of the day, there's ignorance is trying to pull you in. We got good lives and everything going on. If you go over there where the ignorance is, you're on their territory. You belong to them. Especially if it's us standing here saying, no, don't go over there. You know what? Let's just leave. Let's take an L for the night.
That's so you're the guy who would send me the address like you send me the link. Hey, go check this out. Hey, go
that's learning purposes. No, that was for instructional purposes. It was time that you needed to go into the dust pit, and you know it.
Right, and that's what happened to Michael Irvin. If y'all ever heard his story, he played for the youth. He said that's what happened to him. He said the dudes just kept just chirping all night. He's fucking with his teammate. He said, "Hey man, y'all come over here, man. Don't go back to them dudes, bro." And say something happened, man. One of the players or someone they'll get a drink, and he pushed the player down a step or something, or bro. And Mike Irvin said they told that motherfucker. So Mike Irvin said he took the gun out the dude's back and put the gun in his face, finna pull the trigger before somebody grabbed his wrist and flipped his wrist and say, dude, you gonna ruin your whole life.
Oh, see, that's too much, bro. You just need to brawl like men and then walk off.
Yeah,
want to get in the ball and walk off.
Yeah, you gotta keep that line in your pocket, bro. The way that the world is right now, trust me, I'm glad that I learned my lesson about 25 years ago, because I could have been in jail for a very long time, man. Got into a club fight, and the dude was a lot bigger than me, but I pushed him through a window. Well, we both went through the window. But
he told me that story. I was like, you went through a window, did you?
Yeah, we both went through it, but he broke the glass. And if y'all know how thick that glass is, you know the momentum that it had to be, because that dude was tearing me up. He broke 2 tables with me. Motherfucker picked me up, slammed me on the table. I got drinks and shit. I had a button-down shirt, my goddamn buttons all off my shirt. Well, I'm looking like a stripper and shit. Man, I'm telling you. And I got it. Once I ended up putting my face in his chest, my chin in his chest, and we was rolling, and we was just going all the way through, and I pushed him right through the glass. I seen the glass coming, and I tried to stop, but it was too late because he was holding on to me and went through the glass. He got stabbed up pretty bad in his side. I think it got an organ or something like that, man. It was terrible, man. It was not a good thing. So for about 6 months, I was battling all kind of legal shit. Once I got out of that shit, I was like, man, I'm not doing this shit. Oh, it was over some bullshit too. You know what was real fucked up about it? I can't really remember what it was. All I remember was the girl I was with, he was holding her hand. I smacked his hand down. He pushed me. I pushed him. And he had a bunch of guys. I had a bunch of guys. So next thing you know, the whole club was just being towed up, man. It was terrible.
You got to learn when you got a bad temper. Because me and Mandrell talk all the time, boy, my temper is horrible. Like, not with my immediate family, but outside family, bro. Like if a dude passed by, or like, I remember even for Christmas, after the little Thanksgiving break or whatever, me and my wife and I went to the store, and she was in the store, and the dude bumped into my wife and didn't say shit. And so I just put my hand on top of his shoulder. I said, "Hey, bro, you good, bro? Because you just bumped into him." But you know,
can't handle them.
And my wife was like, you know, she's my calming spirit, bro. Real talk, bro. Because if it weren't for her, I put the bitch through the shelf. So and I say, "Hey, you good? Because you just bumped into my wife and you didn't say nothing." And my wife said, "Oh no, it's okay, it's fine, you know, we move on." But man, don't do that. Even when it's in school, bro, a dude talking about my mama. You know, I love my mama. And he just kept fucking with me. I say, man, bro, chill out. Your mama this, your mama this. And man, I was turning my test in. I'll never forget it, bro. I was turning in my math test to Mr. Minshew. That was his name. And he said something. He said, "Your mama that bitch, something." But bro, all I remember, I picked the stapler up off the desk and I turned around and said, right across his fucking forehead. I hit him about 4 times with that stapler. He said, "Oh!" I said, "That bitch, I told you my fucking friend will be off. Don't play with me, nigga. I would have to go to court behind that shit." Dude,
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Hioka said, "Brothers, notice amongst men, we discuss violence, always an undercurrent." Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In our conversations, it's always. That's why one of the things that with men that I always tell people, when we are in the presence, people that got good sense, they understand that these motherfuckers is the line on the loose leaf paper.
Right.
That's what we are. We are the lines in the loose leaf paper. We can't lose our cool. When we lose our cool, there's World War III that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And we don't.
And I want to be clear, guys. I was just talking about when it's World War III.
Heal.
Right. When it's World War III. I'm not going to initiate any fights. I don't.
No, I'm
just saying. Like,
No, I'm just saying,
if it's World War III, I'm going to
the
drop
level of ignorance that people are carrying. You don't know who's who. You don't know what level they want to take it. You don't know who their cousin is over there. Right. It's just so much not worth it. And I want to stop it early and don't want to tie nobody into it.
I agree.
No, here's the thing. It might not be you. It might be your homeboy that gets stomped out 3 weeks later at a movie theater. How you gonna feel when you could have just shut the hell up? You could have let it pass.
Yeah, it's a pride thing for some men though. Most men ain't gonna sit there and just let a motherfucker be like, "Bitch ass nigga, fuck you." Put your finger in his face, all that
talk
shit.
Though.
Yeah, most motherfuckers ain't finna just sit there.
And then they run off.
But you know what? I'm with you, Tyrus. I'm not gonna go start a fight, but if you start one, I'm gonna finish it. And that's what I teach I teach my kids that too. You know, don't go to school. Don't ever be a bully. If you ever be a bully, we're gonna have a fucking problem. But if somebody comes to you and they put their hands on you, and you feel like you're in danger, or you do your best to fuck them up, you know, because you can't. You don't want to just sit there and just take a fucking beating.
Exactly.
My brother called me, say his son is going through bullying right now. He's 9 years old, and he said he said his son's so kind-hearted. I said, fuck that, you better get it out of him like our daddy did us when we was kids. You know, he said his son's so kind-hearted. When the dude hit him, he just let the dude hit him. He don't fight back, defend himself or nothing.
Yeah,
and I said, man, let me talk to my nephew. Fuck that. Because what happens? If you don't stop them now, they're gonna use you as a punching bag every fucking day.
Yep.
Yeah, thank God for my stepdad, because I had that problem when I used to get bullied. And my mom always told me, tell the teacher and all this other bullshit. Then my stepdad came in the picture. He was like, look, you can't allow this boy go to school, get picked on and shit, and fuck around, do little girl shit, like tell the teacher or, you know, saying let her go. No, he got to learn how to protect his goddamn self. So he's going to he's going to get his ass beat forever. You know,
my father always told me, even if you lose the fight, I guarantee they don't feel like they won. You fight.
Look, my dad made it fun. My daddy made it fun. I was I was in middle school, 6th grade. Yeah, motherfucker took my damn clothes when I was in PE and put them in the toilet. Just put all my fucking jeans, shirt, everything in the fucking toilet. And I came home, my PE clothes. My dad said, "What happened?" I said, "Man, Dad, he put all my clothes," and then he laughed and said, "Man, ain't nothing." He said, "What happened to him?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "You go to school tomorrow?" And he said, "Put your clothes." Knock his goddamn head off his shoulder. He said, "Go." Yeah, he said, "Put your clothes in the same place." I said, "Okay." He said, "Now let me tell you the caveat to this. Now," he said, "If he whoop your ass, I'm gonna whoop your ass." He said, "Now you want 2 ass whoopings or you want to give out 1?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna try to give out 1, Pop."
I'm gonna try to give one try. Don't try, son.
Oh yeah, man. I went to school next day, laid my clothes in the same place. I went out there bullshit. I think we was doing volleyball or something. Man, I walked back in the locker room. I said, get that early. I saw him run out. And everybody laughed. I said, yeah, he finna trying to get me again today. And I walked right in there behind him. I said, what you doing with my clothes, bro? What the fuck I want to do with them? I said, okay, then shut the door.
Shut the door.
Rest is history. Shit. And ever since then, bro, I ain't had no problems, you know. I didn't mind fighting, and that's why. And I'm an overprotective person. So like when Dusto's saying he'll end the fight or he'll try to, you know, calm the nature, absolutely. But if me and Mandrell are out, all of us, all 6 of us are out somewhere, and we're walking to the car, and some motherfuckers just run up on us. Oh, it's over. I'm not going to.
No, we about to go.
You know,
survival mode is different. We have a tooth removing contest. That's survival mode.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be windshield and rearview mirrors everywhere.
Yeah, we all mature to not get into some normal bullshit out and about. Like
Richard Pryor say, and I ain't running, nigga, because I ain't no goddamn track star.
Right, I ain't running from nobody.
No, there's no sympathy either, because at the end of the day, I'm over here just trying to eat a sandwich. He over here chilling, and we can't have no peace. Whatever happens.
Alexa from Texas.
Who's
What's
that
up,
right
y'all? Alexis from Texas.
Okay. I wanted to make sure everyone about trying to get to my brother.
Hey, Hiyoko said, what do each of you do for mental balance to keep yourself stable? Because we never discussed the mental health. Hiyoko, actually, we had last month. How many shows we had on mental health with men? We had a shitload of them, bro.
Yeah, I had a few.
We talked a lot about it. That's why we can freely talk about it now, not like it's painful to us. We can actually say that it's it's an event that we learned from.
I got a question. Hold on, Alexis.
That was a great question too, bro.
Alexis from Texas. What city are you from in Texas?
I live near Fort Hood, so I'm
okay.
Oh, Killeen.
Yeah, you shooting Killeen. Yeah.
No, okay. I don't stay in Killeen. I'm not a Killeenian.
Temple.
But you
close. I can keep naming them. Temple. Waco.
Yeah, I am close though. I'm about 10 minutes away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in the Big D too, girl. I'm in Dallas.
And I my youngest sister stays in Dallas. But yeah, I live in a little country town outside of Fort Hood. So
yeah. So how far are you from Waco?
From where?
Waco.
Oh, hour.
About an hour? Yeah, okay.
I've never been to Waco.
Nah, man, we don't look. I don't know if they still call it that, but I be like, man, I don't be going to Waco Cane like that. I don't go to Waco.
When I was before Hood, I had to do it. I had to go drive.
Waco is nice during the day.
Compound.
Yeah, Waco is nice during the day, but I think that Waco is considered a sundown town sometimes.
Well, the thing is, for me, to be fair, ever since that David Koresh thing, I just never wanted to go to Waco ever.
That would made me go. I wanted to see that compound.
Yeah. I didn't.
JT, you such a tourist like me, bro.
There's no half-livers from Waco.
Hey, man, y'all, speaking of that, did y'all see this man they just arrested? And they pulled him over and opened a trailer, and he had a whole bunch of fucking underage girls in the back with a grown woman. And they pulled all the girls. Yes, and he was married to all of them. And so the officers, they got it on tape. That like the cameras on the officers. He was like asking the girls, "How old are you? 14, 12, 14, 14, 12, right?" And then the lady came out and just gave them a look, and they was like, They ain't say nothing else. They won't press charges. They won't say nothing. Like they completely mute right now. And he's married to all of them, bro. Like just
another David Koresh.
Yep.
Koresh said he had like 25 kids or something.
And this is in Texas?
Yeah.
Koresh is in Waco.
Let me see.
See, just to relate that, BM, to what I guess what Heyoka is trying to ask is like, that's the kind of stuff that I do, Heyoka, to keep my mental health in check. I gotta try to lower the amount of stories and news that I read because my mentality and unfortunately the shit I went through, when I see stories like that, it just makes me isolate even more, like turn into a hermit. I don't want to fucking go anywhere. So one, I gotta see the shrink once a week. I'm already on like 4 different meds, but that's from the army shit. But for the mental health, like you got to build a routine. I think a lot of guys know that, like taking your meds on time, like going to the gym. Like gym for especially men is really therapeutic, man. You lift that out. You know, I'm not a gym freak. Somebody could speak on that a little bit more, but you know, working out could definitely help clear your head. But more importantly, you got to understand, for me specifically, you got to understand what triggers you or what pisses you off, and then try to manipulate your life to avoid those things as much as possible, because there are too many things that you aren't in control of. And so you just got to limit the things you can be, currently exposed to, if that's the best I can answer.
My thing is this, bro. I think they should have I think that the system should change.
What system?
I think the system should change when it comes to these men that are marrying these little girls. I think they should have a room for these men. Don't take them to jail. Just have a room I have 2 options. Have a room for these men where they have men there like me and Mandrea and Tyrus and JT. And just have them walk in and say, hey, listen, you know why you here. If you make it out this room, you get a second chance at life to change your life. But if you don't, you deserve what you're about to get. And just let them stay in there with us for about 2 hours, and we stomp his motherfucking ass out. I mean, I believe it. Now the second option would be it would be even more severe. Take them in a helicopter or to a plane or somewhere, and just drop their ass off in the middle of the worst parts of the Amazon and leave them.
Well, they're gonna die on the drop, so you're gonna end up giving them a quick death.
No. I want them to live. So let's find a way to get them down there and make them live. I want them to live. I want them to go 24, 48, 72 hours trying to fight off them fucking snakes and fucking spiders and goddamn animals that gonna rip their flesh out. So let them stay down there for about 72 hours. We back in 72 hours. You make it 72 hours, you get a second chance at life.
So you was married to all these little girls plus a grown woman, right?
No, it was better. Just pick their cellmates. Give them about 10 years.
Yeah.
I picked the cellmates. Put them in there with Bubba, Big Duke, and Bruno.
Yeah.
And the Lithuanian Butt Buster Committee.
Yeah, and put them in there
have it out and rotate
put them in there with big starburst penis. They'll get his ass. They'll show him.
They go eat some cornbread.
BM, was that dude also married to the grown woman?
Yeah, he married to the grown woman too. Yeah.
Damn.
God
this was in Arizona.
Oh, they got a lot of compounds in Arizona, man. That whole up and down Southwest, like Utah, Idaho shit.
It says the polygamous cult prophet. So yeah, it's a cult for sure.
Yep.
It's always a cult.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's sad.
Man.
But you know what? Not that I'm trying to make it seem right, but from the beginning of time, like men have dated like young women like that. Like it was acceptable to at some point, and what? Because Presley wasn't his wife like 14 years old, and
yeah,
I mean,
right.
It was acceptable for men to do stuff like that, and I guess it just ain't got out of the genes, or
yeah. Well, my grandfather was 22. My grandmother was 14. Let me tell you what he told me. He said back in the day, men raised their wives.
Yeah. It's not like that now. What they're doing right now is that they're using these women as sex slaves and all kind of other bullshit. They ain't taking care of them in a fucking trailer. Come on, man.
The link in the back
Also,
chat,
that's 22 to 14. Think about the guys you're talking about. I guarantee it ain't that close in age.
Right. Hey,
these motherfuckers
is
is
link in the back chat for you, Tyrus.
Okay.
We were talking about that earlier today, man. When we were talking about what was primitive and how it was and history. History is just to give us what it is, the type of history it was. It doesn't mean just because the shit was primitive that you can still practice that bullshit. You can't practice that shit right now. You messing around with people that don't have the wherewithal to even understand how to be an adult, let alone to be someone to take care of some children.
And that's
you know
what my grandmother
Alexis,
said.
One
My
of the
grandma said at
reasons why it
14.
was so common was because.
All
my
right.
bad.
No, my grandma.
All
All right,
night.
brother. My grandma said at 14 years old, she can do things
Yeah,
that
that's dope.
that a woman at
About
30
that stuff.
can't do today.
Right.
Yeah, my grandma said 14, she could cook for a family of 8. She could cook, she can clean, she can go out and yearn cows, she can churn butter, she can hunt. She said she knew how to fully take care of a man because her mama raised her to be a wife. So at 14 years, my
we have
grandma
to
said,
remember that, like Alexis, that it's not even 50 years ago, but maybe 100, 200 years ago. We got to remember too that the average lifespan was also lower.
It was.
When you was actually considered an adult, the age was lower. The birth rates, even though women had more children, the birth death rates was actually higher. And so it was just a different time. And so a lot of people were getting married at a young age purposely. Like that was just the society at the time. Nowadays, this shit ain't got nothing to do with tradition.
Yeah.
These are just a bunch of fucking creeps.
I mean, even when you look at what marriage is, right? When you actually understand why the ceremony goes the way it is, a lot of people don't understand that the reason why the dad walks the daughter down the aisle and hands her off to the husband is because now the husband is responsible for her. And the father, that's why you would have a lot of fathers that will sit back and they will have a conversation with that man. Now she's your responsibility.
Yeah.
This is not your daughter, this is your wife. And soon you will have daughters just like I have this daughter right here. And hopefully you'll be able to give them and hand them off to a man also.
Right.
That's what marriage actually was, because it meant something. Somebody had said it, I don't know if it was on your platform or another platform, Black Man, but they were saying the reason for marriage, that was DL Saint said it. The reason for marriage was to build strong communities.
Yeah, that was on our show.
That's the whole thing. That was the whole point of marriage. And it still should be the same point. It should not have transpired into this big ass hoopla bullshit now. It should be to build strong communities.
Yep.
But we don't let everybody, because we have these communities that want to be governed by strangers. In courts and all this bullshit. That ain't what marriage is about. It's not about your ass out here getting a license. Why would you need a marriage license?
Well, unfortunately, JT, the reason why they need marriage licenses today is for clowns like what BM is talking about. Because if you don't have a license in a country like ours, guys like this will get away with that.
Yeah.
Right? Because look how they dressed, BM, like Little House on the Prairie.
You seen them?
Yeah. Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's in the back chat, y'all. If y'all want to look at it.
Yeah. So that's the reason why they need, because in Germany you need a marriage license too. Why? Because creeps like these guys will take advantage of the marriage. Have taken advantage of traditional marriage, and that's why it's got to have legal.
You know what? It's some punk ass. Let me say this. It's some punk ass men out here. Let me tell you why. Because I watched an episode of Dr. Phil, and the guy was on there, and his daughter is you're 15 some years old, and she was in a cult with this guy, married to this fucking guy. And he said the guy came to the house and assaulted his daughter in the next room. And Dr. Phil said, "Well, what did you do?" He said, "Well, she's married now, and that's none of my business."
What you do?
What?
You bitch nigga. There's no way I could be in my house and a grown man whooping my daughter ass in the next room, and I'm just gonna turn the channel and say BET.
No,
Dude, it would be, oh Lord, I would probably tear him to fucking pieces. With my
somebody gonna die tonight.
Oh my God!
But the galls, like that's like on another level of disrespect that he felt comfortable enough to be in your home that you raised this girl in.
Oh my God.
Like, that's just on another level of disrespect.
Bro.
Real quick, guys, not to interrupt, but
Yeah,
I like this conversation. Hey, Oka, is that the one with the chanting? Because I just Googled it. I just want to make sure I get the right one.
Kartanika meditation of hands.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get the right.
Yeah, I'm fellas, I'm about to head out, man. It's 11 o'clock my time. I'm about to head out. I'll see y'all later.
Mandrea.
Before you go, tomorrow night's barbershop talk, y'all, it's gonna get deep. JT, remember we said we're gonna have a continuation. Tomorrow show is going to be about black people buy what they want but beg for what they need.
That's good.
And it's gonna be this
barbershop. Black man.
Barbershop tomorrow, baby. It's going
Unfiltered network.
Oh my God! I know it's gonna get funky. So we gonna. It got funky. Hey, last week was a funkathon, wasn't it? Monday it went down. Tuesday it went down. Boy, it was. Woo. We've been
Tuesday
getting
time,
8:30 Central Standard. Well, I ain't got to tell you because we on the same time zone. 8:30.
Yep, and it's 9:30 Eastern. If you're on the Eastern side, where we at. So,
that's a
man,
good one.
Ooh, that's a dang one.
Man, actually, remember, like, man, I had to text you, man. I had to rewatch that video that we did Tuesday, man, which is crazy. Yesterday, I hate that I missed it on Mandrell's show, man. Out cold, man. We got some great
shit. I forgot about Mandrell's show. So it went down Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, bro.
Sir.
Yeah, and you know what?
What went down?
Like the conversations, bro, was like excellent. Monday, Tuesday, all the shows, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
But you know what though, man? The thing is this: the average pair of Jordans costs what? 125, 140.
Between 125, 140. Yeah.
Right. And think about this.
Shit, 125, 170. It's like 170.
Okay. Think about this. Tutoring is $45. So your son can't read. And he got two tutoring sessions on his feet.
JT,
you see what I'm
that's
saying?
why I got the marriage license, because me and my wife got married for $60 at the courthouse. Like, get the fuck out of here! I ain't paying them goddamn.
You heard me?
Hey man, Jerry, you going to the courthouse too, huh?
I prefer to do it that way.
But she
went to the courthouse.
I'm guaranteeing she not.
I prefer to do it that way. But I mean, if that's what she wants, that's what she's gonna get. Fair enough.
I'm gonna be right
You know
out
what I'm
there.
saying?
I ain't paying that goddamn much for no.
Hey,
I went to Roos. I went to Roos. Fuck that. Let's go to the courthouse and get this shit over with.
Me and my wife did a courthouse, then we went on a cruise for a week.
I went to the courthouse too,
That's
brother.
nice.
Same shit.
That's nice.
But you know what, man, Drea? I'm gonna be right there with you, brother. Soon as he motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck if you get married at the butcher shop. I'm gonna be right there. And soon as Kiss the ground and put that step stool down, let you get on top of that motherfucker.
You can get a whole house. You can have the down payment for your whole fucking crib.
That is a down payment. It is a down payment for your house.
Like, why would you spend that much on a wedding, bro? You got such a nice ceremony in your backyard, at a fucking lake, at a park. You could do what Rob and I did, like courthouse, and then we spend a lot of that money on a nice vacation, nice honeymoon. On the wedding,
Tyrus. It's a lady I work with right now. She's a big wig too, vice president, right? She just got married, came back and showed us all her pictures or whatever. Beautiful fucking wig. And she was like, we tried to save some money. You know how they talk. We tried to save some money, and I had my little nieces and nephews tie the little flowers for us or whatever. And she said we ended up coming out. I mean, it came out okay. The wedding ended up costing us, because our budget was to be under $100,000. So we ended up hitting it like right at $89,500. And I'm like, bitch, you paid $89,000 for your wedding?
Yeah, and see, guess what?
You got to be fucking kidding me.
If you got the bread, I will not say anything if you can afford it. But unfortunately,
I can afford it. I'm not spending no $89,000 on a wig.
Taking out loans and credit cards and all and getting into huge financial debt to pay for this shit.
Exactly.
That's not okay.
Exactly.
You ain't guaranteed to be with a motherfucker that long.
If I'm paying $859 on a wedding, there's no divorce. Divorce. It's none of that.
And then guess where they went on the honeymoon at? They went to Switzerland.
What?
Oh, wow.
Switzerland.
Ooh, hey, I went on a 3-hour road trip where I was stationed at Enduro. I love Switzerland, man.
Me too.
Oh.
I went on a road trip to Switzerland. That's what I was about to say. But for a way, hey,
They went to Switzerland for like 3 weeks.
But this specific crew, they can clearly afford it. BM, you said they was high level corporate.
Yeah, she vice president of operations.
Most of the people we talking about can't afford that bullshit.
Right.
Stop trying to afford that bullshit.
You know what's kind of crazy? When I was I say probably between the age 12 to about 14, I always remember talking to my girlfriends, and you know how young girls are, and we talk about stuff like that, and they would look at me strange because they always would talk about the wedding. Oh, I want this type of gown, and we'll have magazines, and they'd be like, I want this gown, and I want this stuff for my wedding. And they'll look at me, and I'm like, oh, well, I want a house, and I want my husband to be like. I would say stuff like that, and they would just look at me. And I didn't say it then, just think like I wasn't in the mind frame of a grown up thinking, oh yeah, this is what's important. That's just what I wanted. I never pictured a wedding. I never had a wedding.
So you are married, Alexis?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you gonna get that on her. How old are you?
See, Alexis, that's the difference between when
I'm 36.
Oh yeah, you get
that. That's the difference between you and a growing amount of women. That's the actual fairy tale that these women want. That fucking castle, the shit that's all super expensive, and you're, Alexis, based in reality. Even before you knew any better. You get what I mean? That's the fairy tale. Having a house and having a foundation, that's not a fairy tale. That's realistic. But all the fucking, you want the doves fucking flying out and shit like that. Like, that's the fairy tale.
I'd rather for my woman to sit back and talk about the house we about to get.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm gonna talk to her, baby. You know what? You see this house that we're in right now? Yeah. Okay, fuck this joint right here. I want to build you this on this land that I've been looking at buying. Okay, so you want the stupid ass wedding, or do you want to own some shit?
And you know what, man, Dre, though, you know the caveat is that though, where we from, and these little small towns and cities we from in Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana originally. A wedding in Louisiana, a big nice ass wedding. Let me tell you what used to happen. My aunt got married. Right, my mom got married. I wasn't even born yet, but my aunt got married. The community came together and it was a big fucking wedding, and you probably paid $300 for a big ass fucking wedding. All the older women and aunties got together and did all the fucking food. They all went in on the dress. They all went in on the cake.
These people want to get married in exotic places now. They want to get married in motherfucking places they didn't even never been before.
Location weddings. They want to have
like
those.
Location weddings, like geez.
I have a cousin who had a location wedding over in Mexico, and in Cancun. So it was dope. It was dope as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. We had a fantastic time.
Look, we had a location where that shit going to Vegas. We're gonna get Elvis married. I'm lying, baby. I'm lying.
What you say?
Your hound dog.
I know how she look. I be saying shit like that. We ain't going. She be
tell Nidra we said hi, man.
Need you to, hey, black man and the fella said hi, baby.
And Alexis.
Yeah, hi.
What up, though, Nidra?
Hey guys, I gotta go to bed, man. I'm already up.
I know, like that's what Mandrell said earlier.
Yeah,
motherfucker get to talking about going to bed. Look at, he finna go taste something.
Hey, have a good night. Be safe.
My man.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man. Y'all be good.
All right, Mandrell.
All right. Later,
fellas. Right now.
I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
All right.
Absolutely. So,
hey,
yeah, man.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
To what we were talking about earlier, I think, and even though that we all have problems in life and different things with our family, I think maybe the reason why I didn't think about the wedding is because of my family. I I was in the 2-parent home, and so I saw that. So I think that is what shaped my mind as far as, oh, this is what I want. I wasn't there for my parents' wedding, and my parents didn't really even talk about it like that. Like, so what I saw is what I thought as far as, oh, this is what I want. I want a husband. I want my kids to be jumping up and down when they see daddy, and like stuff like that. That's what I thought about.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great way of looking at it, because that's an idealistic way. That is an idealistic way to look at, because you're looking at it not just practical, but that's what most people actually they want. The wedding is all right, it's cool, but it's a moment that you're not going to really remember it. I don't know too many people that remember their wedding. Actually, what happened? The first thing that they forget in the wedding, the vows. But to want a marriage that is going to work, to think about it. When you really think about why is it that we want to be with someone else and be married and all these different things, it's because we want to build for people that ain't even here yet, our kids. And we want to keep that to continue, right? Most people they don't look past that. All they looking for is, especially now, is something that they can put on TikTok, something that they can put on Facebook, something that they can make look like it's a great ceremony. One of the things I do know about these damn weddings is that they're stressful.
Yeah.
Stressful.
They're very fucking stressful. And then you get people to be disappointed because it didn't turn out the way that they thought it was going to turn out. It's all kind of bullshit that happens. But when you look at it as, listen, it's an exciting day for me and you. Even if you go, you go to the justice of peace, and then later on, then you celebrate it with the ones that you love. So they can witness that you got to start to a marriage. The wedding is just it's a ceremony, and it's cool if and one of the things, like what Andrea was just saying, whatever it is that she want, okay, we'll get it. I just want to get married so we can get started with this journey. I think it's fun to me, man, to have the journey that I'm having right now. We get a chance to build something together. We get a chance to to explore the unknown, with a lack of term, but it should be able to do something for other people. Because when I gotta say, when I see a couple that's been together for a little while, and it don't have to be 10, 20 years, it can be 7 years, it can be 5 years, and I can see that they're still working on that union, man, that shit is inspiring.
Yeah.
Especially when you have kids involved, and then you have the mother or the father, whoever's in the family, where they get a chance to intertwine with the new family member. It's dope to be able to meet your significant other's family, and you guys have a relationship based off of the union you have with her. She got brothers, you end up being cool with the brothers. She got cousins, she got somebody, and y'all end up having not only just a regular relationship, but y'all can have a business relationship. It could be a whole lot of things that transpire from it. That's how I look at it. Building and having an expansion family. Shit is pretty dope. We ain't looking at it that way, and we keep talking about passport bros and trying to find a submissive wife and all that shit. You're gonna lose the goddamn focus. The focus is not trying to have somebody that do what you say do. Is to be able to explore what life can actually bring you. Some shit that you don't even know that it can bring you. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I don't want that old shit. Shit that I already seen. I'm looking for some new shit. And I'm going to open myself up for some new shit, because I'm going to get rid of all that old ass shit. If I got a bunch of old shit in my house, I'm getting rid of it. Whether I give it to somebody or throw it away, so I can open it up for some new shit. That's how I do it. I keep an open heart. I don't have a block, that invisible wall and all of that crazy ass shit. I don't have none of that shit. I'ma still be the same guy that I am. A loving guy, a caring guy, and a guy that actually wants to be able to see how far this shit called life can take me. And I want to be able to share it with somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, JT, Nidra did so much good work on you, man. Tell her she did an amazing job. Look at him smiling. God damn, Rob, look at him, twin.
Yeah.
Look that nigga happier than a sissy with a mega dick.
Hey, but that goes, well, I'm a Christian. He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
You know that's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a dope. I'm telling you, it's dope, man. It's a dope. And it's more than just a feeling, man. It's just something like, I can't wait till we start looking for our next house. You know what I'm saying? Getting rid of them old cars and probably get us some new cars and some shit like that. That's why when we started dating, we dated. We started going on trips and shit like that. We started going on trips and enjoying each other on the trips.
JT, when you get married?
Might be this summer, man.
If you are getting married this summer, I'm at that bitch. You let me know, bro. Listen, I'm going on a fucking marriage tour. Listen, when Mandrell get married, I'm going, bro. Well, it's gonna be here anyway. So shit, I'm gonna go. You know, I'm gonna be here. And then,
yes, sir.
When you get married, bro, I would love you come to the D, man, and enjoy that time with y'all, bro.
Oh yeah, you come to the D, bro. We gonna
what twin, nigga? We gonna tear the building down. I'm gonna say, who's them big niggas coming?
I tell you.
Hey, can y'all put it on the StreamYard and
Yeah,
I'll
hey, you know what I'm saying? Well, some shit you ain't gonna be able to put on StreamYard now, goddamn.
No, I'm talking about the win.
You should have seen on New Year's. My mama proposed to her. My mama said, "We about to get this together, y'all."
Damn.
Yeah,
Come on,
she
mama.
proposed to her. She was like, "Hey, look, we got to get this together." So
Oh,
we take it very serious over there. And my parents, they take it very serious. 53 years, man, about to be 54 years, bro. Shit, I have front seat to see and witness two people in union that went through some stuff. I told my parents we would reflect it. On New Year's Eve. We reflected, and I was telling my parents. I always tell them, "Damn, you know how dope it is to see your parents grow up." It's one thing for them to see you grow up, but I remember my parents at 27, 28 years old.
Damn.
They're 70-some years old now.
Oh man.
I remember seeing my mom at 33 years old out there just hot. Her and my father going, and he couldn't keep up with her, and she couldn't keep up with him. And I'm in the middle of all the shit, me and my little brother, and seeing them as young folks trying to figure this shit out and working, and 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I'm staying with my grandma one time. I'm at my aunties. We had a close-knit family, and it all came from, that union that they had. You couldn't tell who was my mother's blood family from my father's blood family because they were that intertwined. Everybody called her auntie. Everybody called him uncle. No matter what side of the family it was, you couldn't tell. It was just that.
I want that.
It's more of a culture with me.
I want that for my daughter to be like, I remember my daddy was 31.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But we want to do this, man. I'm telling you, and I'm about to close it out. But man, we want to do this, man, so young folks can actually see what the many purposes of two people joining and merging together, what they can do. You expand family and relationships and stuff out of this. It's more than just, all these talking points on who makes the money and who, man, look, we gonna get out here. If I choose you and you choose me, if we gotta struggle, fuck it, we gonna struggle together. I'll tell you one thing, we ain't gonna be struggling for long. Shit. Yeah. We gonna get it together because we trust each other. It's just what it is, man. But a lot of people, they don't want to trust. And I understand and a lot of people have good reason not to. But we got to change the way that we vet our people. We literally have to start changing our habits in life when it comes down to it. If we want to have, the rest of our lives, being to a point where we're just content in the world and being able to explore more and more and more things. That's why I like this damn podcast, man. I don't have to live that crazy ass life because I choose not to.
Yeah.
I choose not to. I ain't never been trying to be a guy to have 5, 6 wives and all that crazy ass shit. Can't handle that shit. That ain't in my ram. My ram is right here, me and you, let's concentrate on each other. If you ever haven't ever heard Jeffrey Osborne, he has a song called Concentrate on You. That's one of the dopest love songs out. Man, Jeffrey Osborne is just a dope ass person, period. But if you ever get a chance, listen to that song, Concentrate on You. It's about a man actually saying, I'm concentrating on this woman I want, and she's concentrating on him. That's just what it is. It's more than just love and hypergamy and all of that, man. This shit is beautiful if you just allow yourself to actually explore it. That's just what it is, man. That was my final thought, man. Rob, Alexis, Black Man, if y'all got anything, go ahead and add. Before we get up out of here, go ahead.
I don't have anything, man. Alexis, man, it was nice meeting you, sweetheart.
It was nice meeting you too.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you over on my platform, man, over there as well. Man, thank you for supporting what we know podcast tonight and coming through for my brothers. It's always good to see people support Black media. And that's what we are, man. We've been doing this for a while, and one day it's gonna break loose, man. One day. And,
yeah, man. Gotta keep us what we've been doing, bro. Like keep inspiring each other. Like what Sir Hill started, man. We got our own little group chat, man. Like I said it earlier, man. All of y'all inspired me to be better, bro. That's why I stepped up on the reels and started posting more on YouTube and shit. Like, I'm proud of you, us, bro. This is how Black men supposed to stick together, not that bullshit everybody else be on.
Yeah, hey, listen, we're gonna do a live. I was talking to JT. Was that you, JT? We're gonna do a live on these so we can learn how to protect ourselves from these YouTube policies. So we'll have to do a live.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live on that, bro. It's real mad, bro. Rob, especially for people like Mandrell, it's gonna be real tough on him, bro. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough on me too, because I say some crazy shit too. So certain things you can't say, little simple stuff we say just like common English, can't use it no more. So we'll get into it, bro. We'll get into it.
Yeah. And the only thing we do is step our game up then. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's it, man. Alexis, you got anything you want to add, sweetie?
No, other than the show was great. I always like coming through and hearing your perspective when I get the opportunity. And I will be here when I can to always support.
Absolutely. So I just want to give a thanks to everybody that came onto the platform. Ms. Carrington, Hioka, King, Codius King, Jose. I see some new faces on here.
Hey, it's them shorts, bro. We've been gaining them subscribers.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. And everybody that came onto the panel tonight, man, I really appreciate you guys' support. Man, you can find him on what is it, JVJ Network?
The JVJ Network.
Yes, sir. You can find him on there, man. Hey, we need to bring all these brothers up, man. I think have you ever, if you still there, man, go on Black Man Unfiltered channel, man, and subscribe to that too, man. We'd love to have you over there, man. This dude got some great perspectives also.
I appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely. Oh, 5100 CJ and him and Tez, man. Shout out to them brothers too. They out there doing
my brothers.
Those shorts.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Man, Trail, my man Dusto. Today we came. I was had brother reading the tarot cards.
Man, hilarious.
I was out of character. Y'all got me out of character today, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. The shit was funny.
We had a technical difficulty when that damn comforter caught fire, though.
Oh yeah, that Black Man almost barbecued himself.
Hell yeah, dude! I lit a damn incense, man, and the smoke was coming up, and I said, "Damn, that smoke in the show got heavy." And I look down, the whole comforter on fire. I'm over here on live camera though, beating this bitch out with my elbow, bro. And nobody even
I
noticed.
didn't know what he was doing. I thought that was part of the damn skit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I said,
it was crazy, boy.
But all right, man. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Hey, y'all see us tomorrow on the Black Man Unfiltered Network at the barbershop.
Yes, sir.
8 is it? You said 8:30?
8:30
Black
Central.
Man? 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Yep. We're gonna be out there and we're gonna be getting it in tomorrow, man. Hey, love y'all. We out of this piece. Peace.
At some point, we all gotta come together. No. Yeah. Everybody got opinions. Let's talk about it. Communication is key. Let's build around it. We do this for the people. The people founded it. Black love stay strong, no way around it. We anti-genocide, we ride for the cause. Got love for our sisters, and love for our dogs. Respect the young and elderly, you all been invited to be inspired. Come together, better got violent. Gotta watch for the cops, gotta watch for the ops, gotta watch for the politicians that play with the eyes. If you know, then you know. Plant the seed and it grows. Welcome to the show. This is what we know. 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 Yeah. This is what we know.